Ah, 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 is this thing on? Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, Sclimbo. Hey, what's going on? I'm Slimbing out. How you doing? I'm trying. We're trying Twitter streaming right now. This is our first attempt at a Twitter multi-stream. Is it on? Is it working? I actually don't know. I don't know. Is it working? Is it working? Maybe it's working. Who knows? It's working. Yay. Hey, what's up, everyone? What's going on? Yeah, I don't know how it works. We're figuring it out. This is a yummy snack. What is the stream notif? Which one? I don't know. What happened? Hey, Duntum, what's going on? Thanks for the hydrate, Philip. What's going on? Hey, everybody. I hope you had a good time since yesterday. We are going to do some yapping today, which, we did yapping on Tuesday, but we have a lot to yap about. It's actually going to be fun. We got a lot of topics to cover. I have things to show you that's going on, and then we'll do some fitness stuff. So as always, the marshmallow is pinned in chat. So if you want to ask any fitness questions, you can go ahead and do that, and we'll cover them later. Let me drink. You would think Spain or Greece. But that's not correct. You see, European voters did not win today because this is in fact Tunisia, in Tunis, in Northern Africa, i.e. where Carthage was. So unfortunately, this is our first Africa pick. Our first Africa outcome, which nobody voted for. We're in Africa today. No Africa voters, so I don't know how that works, but got one guy by the Egyptian Museum curator. I kind of didn't I? Listen, everyone. We'll talk about that in a second, all right? Let's give me some time to talk about that. But hi, everybody. Welcome in. Hope everyone's having a good time today. Hope everyone had a good day yesterday while I was on my little rest day. What did I do? What did I do yesterday? I'm sure I did something. I'm sure it was important, but I forgot, so that's fine. I love the aesthetic of this place. Yeah, the blue's really nice. It does look a lot like Greece. Carthage will remain undestroyed. Fiddlesticks. Hey, what's going on? But what everyone get up to? How you doing? I'm doing great. I had a very whimsical morning. I think it's really important to get whimsy in your mornings, and I'd recommend that everyone do so. So what I mean by that is sometimes you're tired or something like that, or, you're just like, oh, I don't know. I'm kind of bored, right? And that's when you got to bring some whimsy into your life. Because remember that as an adult, you have agency. You can do whatever you want, right? So today, what I did this morning is I was like, you know what? I want donuts. So I went to the grocery store at opening and I got some donuts, right? So I got a couple donuts and then I went into the woods as per usual and I drank an early energy drink and ate donuts and then went and danced in the woods for like an hour and a half. That's what I got up to. 15 stream streak, Woozer. Wow, thank you. Oh my God. So yeah, I ate a bunch of sugar donuts and then danced around in the woods like a woodland sprite. For about an hour. It was a great morning. I found a cool stick. I found like a good spot where I could jump around and I kind of just danced through the woods. It was awesome. You should have some whimsy. I think it's really important to have whimsy in your mornings. Highly recommend. Cultivate whimsy. Do it. Hey everyone, welcome to the 15 Club. Yeah, your house in the SMP made me cry. Oh yeah, do you like our VTuber male living space? It's great. Hello, I just ate a half full of strawberry jam because I ran out of bread. You mean a jar? You had a half jar of strawberry jam? Hey Zach, what's going on? I mean, there's not that many calories in it if it's like sugar-free jam, so I guess that's fine. I don't know how fine that is, but I guess that's fine. That sounds like something a fertility god will do. All right, listen, we need to address these allegations, all right? Everybody, we've had some allegations against us. Let me show you what's going on. I believe I have it prepared even, so right here. So why don't we take a look at this? Hold on. Let me go ahead and expand this. Hara has done some thinking here. Hey Chubbs, thanks for the follow. Hara's done some thinking here, right? I promise you guys, let me debunk these allegations, okay? Let me debunk them. Starting number one. All right, well, that does kind of look like me actually. All right, listen, I'm not a Sumerian fertility idol. I promise. I'm not an Anunnaki. I didn't escape my home planet of Nibiru to make humans mine gold to pump my atmospheric generators. I didn't do that. I promise. That's not me. I didn't do it. All right? It's not. I'm not a Sumerian. No. I'm not. That's what an alien. I'm not. I promise. I'm so not. I'm not an Anunnaki. I'm not. But anyway, yeah, I don't know, Hara. Maybe you shouldn't look so hard into things. Maybe you should back off. Don't ask questions, okay? Very incredible job, by the way, but That's a very specific denial. Oh, what are you talking about? I have nothing to do with Nibiru, the lost planet. I have nothing to do with it. What difference would it make if you were Sumerian? Hey, Windbreaker. You know, I'm just saying. I'm not... You know, Hara might have some good points here. Hara might have some really good points here. But don't think too hard about it. I wouldn't remember that if I were you, okay? Just forget about it. Doing the Doke stare at you. Yeah. I know what you are. What of the good quality copper? This is a big EA Nasir moment right now. This is a prime EA Nasir moment. A copper salesman, but I am not him. That's not true. That's fake. I don't know anything about that. I've never heard of it. I don't know anything. The allegations, I deny them. I deny them unequivocally. Wait, equivocally? Which word is the right one there? I don't know. New evolution path unlocked. I don't want to hear it, okay? I don't want to hear it. A little crow, thank you for the streak. And Cactus, thank you for the gifted to Sumerian records. Look, I don't know anything about where the Stargate is. Okay, it only connects to Abydos. The other gate addresses don't work because of galactic shift. I don't know anything about it, okay? I don't know anything. And I deny the allegations. I deny unequivocally. Yeah. Very suspicious you knew the copper salesman. Biden, just don't think about it too hard, all right? You can make a religion out of this. Hey, Ben, this is why you're denying the MPreg allegations? You're hiding? No. Nothing's going on. Nothing suspicious going on. Hey, Saria. Happy Thursday, as I like to call it, Thursday. Hey, me too. MNN, thank you for the tier 1 to Nasir. God damn it. Hey, look, we started a hype train off of subs to Sumerian records in Yanasir. No, please. Zep, thank you for the bits. Anonymous gifted for a gifted to Fertility God. Well, all right, that's 25% of the way to our sub goal, I guess. Thank you so much for that, honestly. That means I can eat more brickin and sell more copper in the markets of Sumer. But no, this is really cool. Hara did a really good job here. I listen, I can't confirm or deny any conspiracy boards. I'm not allowed to, okay? That does kind of look like me, though. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I have nothing to say about that. Surely Hammurabi needs to hear about this, yeah. Hammurabi and I got some beef, all right? Insane. Hey, Nova, what's going on? Yeah, I don't know. I don't... sell more copper and Sumer, eat more brick and lather, rinse, repeat, kind of. No. That's... But yeah, this isn't real. Hey, Lava, thank you for the sub. Thanks, Lava. And Cactus for the gifted to Hammurabi Official. Is that a real channel? Yo, we're here on Hammurabi channel. What's going on? Hammurabi channel. A finger for a finger, an eye for an eye. Windbreaker, thanks for this sub. Welcome in. Thank you so much. Sclimbo's fertile with or with... I'm not fertile. I maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't know if I'm fertile or not. I've never tried, all right? I've never tried. Do I need a DNA test? Well, I've done a DNA test before, and it confirmed that I was 99% more Neanderthal than all the other people tested. I guess I'm just built different. Nerdwolf, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Hey, Moray. Yeah, you walked in at A time, I think. I don't know if it's the best time, but it's A time for sure. Oh my god, 50% of the way to the daily sub goal. It's the ancient blood inside me. Listen, I kind of identify with the Neanderthal, all right? They're kind of like me for real. I am more likely to survive the Neolithic winters. I very much am. You should see me this morning. I was definitely surviving the Neolithic winters out there. It was like 15 degrees out and I was chilling. I was prancing through the woods like a fey spirit. It was awesome. It was the best. You know, when it's really cold outside, it's all about just getting outside. It's not bad once you're there, I promise. You start to feel the primal hunger and you start hunting. I didn't see any deer though. I do run hot. Yeah, bro does run hot. They knew how to live. Yeah. There's this really funny photo of like Neanderthal next to a modern human, and it's really funny because it just looks like my friend and I in real life. It's just like, damn. This is why you have the peak masculine condition. You have the Neanderthal blood. Yeah. You know, it's funny because Neanderthal were like smarter, I guess, but they were like not good at cooperating with others or something. I forget how it works. Do you at least wear clothes? I sort of wear clothes. I don't wear like a lot of clothes at 15. I just wear, like, I still wear... I wear a tank top, but there's other clothes. Don't get me wrong. The deer fled the forest in fear. Yeah, maybe. I thought you said humping, and I tabbed back in so fast before I clocked you said hunting. Yeah, no humping in the woods. We're not humping deer. None of that. None of that. I mean, listen, that's kind of like a furry thing, right? Like, I will say this. Now, real deer, absolutely not. But I know some people have fursuits that are deer or something. And listen, I am not a furry. I am not a furry, but I am an ally, I would say. I've lived with them. I've learned their ways. It's kind of like Dances with Wolves, right? Like, I've gone out, I've learned the ways of the furries, I've lived among them. I'm an ally, but I'm not one myself. But yeah, it was a bit like Dances with Wolves, I would say. Especially when I was learning how to use VR chat, right? Because the people who know the most about like calibration and making sure trackers are set up right are the furries in VR chat. They are the experts. So you have to go live among them. You have to learn from them, right? Teach me your ways. So I'm an ally for sure. I'm an ally. The Sclim meter rule, remember that? No. Yeah, zoophilia is not being a furry. That's different, but it made me think of it because we were talking about deer, and I know some people do that. Not the same thing at all. But let me clarify. let me clarify. Are you the alpha male? No, I am not a furry. Love your fitness advice, hey Ron. Yeah, we're doing fitness today. Well, after just chatting. Just chatting always comes first. But feel free to get the marshmallows in. I'm seeing some come in. We will answer the fitness marshmallows later. We're just talking about fun topics today. I always call VTuber episodes their first sodas. I mean, kinda. It kinda is. Just a little bit. Kind of. I'm not a furry, but have you seen some of them? I'm just saying, dog, there are hotties everywhere. I mean, no, I've seen the suits, but that doesn't do it for me. So I'm not, I don't know. But anyway. Fitting this bricking inside my Sumerian fertility idol. Yeah, my Sumerian fertility idol coded, would you say? Oh. You know, that wasn't the only weird thing I saw, though. I like this new idea of talking about fun things I've seen on Twitter. Not the only weird thing I saw on Twitter, though, today. Let me show you something else. This is kind of a putting someone on blast, but they 100% deserve it, I promise. This isn't drama, though. This is just funny. Oh, thank you. We got the 6 subs, and ooh, we got a hype chest. Look at this. We got a hype chest. Let's open it. That's a serve emote. Nice. Awesome. All right, check this out. No, not now. I was about to do something. No, the timing. Hey, Hungy, what's up? I do need to change my model for a second, though, because I was literally about to do something. My flow. Okay, so check this out. See this? This is a cool post, right, guys? This is a pretty cool post here on Twitter. Harry Brooks says, I created this amazing live 2D model for a client exactly based on their requirements. If you'd like one too, feel free to DM me. We could discuss your project. That's weird. Oh, man. Something about that model looks kind of familiar. Where have I seen that before? Oh, right. That's where I've seen it. Literally, here's where I've seen this before. Wow, that's kind of crazy, huh? Wow, where have I seen this model before? I don't know. Yeah, so anyway, this is a pre-made male VTuber model that you can buy for like $15 on Etsy. This is not the person who made it. I promise you. No. This is a pre-made VTuber model. Don't get confused. This is literally the model that we teased everybody with in the debut. Remember how there was that model that was in a silhouette and then it turned into me, Sclimbo? Yeah, that's this model. So this person did not make that. They are stealing that. That is a theft. This is a pre-made model that you can buy. that is art theft right there. So, no, we're turning back now because I don't want people to get confused. I don't want people to get confused. I need to be bricking again. But yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know where I've seen that before. It's kind of weird. Don't know where I've seen that before. So yeah, that's not real. I just, I'll probably tweet that out later or something and be like, you silly. No, it's super dishonest. Yeah, this is just stealing art. It's just stealing art. Just came in and I'm confused. Hey, Tinkle, what's up? No, we're just messing around. We're showing this Twitter post because this Twitter post is basically art thieving that model, because that model is called the Redgrave model. It's a very well-known VTuber model that's existed for like at least a year or more. That's a pre-made that you can buy. It's a pre-made VTuber model you can buy on Etsy and VGen and stuff like that. I believe DG Studios is the real creator of it, not Harry Brook. But hey, if you go to Harry Brook's profile, you'll see a bunch of other art that's definitely not his, so or hers or theirs. I have no idea. But either way, it's art theft. It's probably a bot. So that sucks. But, I thought that was kind of funny, though. Go over here. Hey, what's up, Dragon? Oh, it's me, Brickin'. What's going on? There was a strange man here. Yeah, sorry about that. I just had to, that was the model. The only reason I know that is because that's the model we used to trick everyone in debut. It's a very good pre-made model, actually. But that is, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was art. That's for sure art theft. That's for sure art theft. I like double checked and stuff to make sure that wasn't the original artist. It definitely is not. It's an art bot. I mean, you can go to the profile and see like there is literally like 100 different styles that person's saying that they made. And I think there's other models that are also pre-mades there that they're trying to claim are theirs. It's like, yeah, all right. Chewy Smoky, I will fix that. I'll add the hat when we go back to the main model. It doesn't work on the Bricken model. So I will fix that for you later. I will fix that for you. But it looked like a solid model. He said it was 15. Yeah, no. Honestly, if you ever want to try out VTubing, pre-made models, great way to get into it. Would highly recommend that. Very great way to get into it, honestly, because there's some really high quality stuff with good rigging that you can get. And yeah, it's really good. It's a great way to kind of mess around and see if you like it, right? You can always build off of that. I know plenty of people who started with pre-made models and then got their own commissioned afterwards. There's a lot of cool stuff out there. I know as far as guy models go, there's, oh God, what's the name? Because I think Wani, the Wani model, W-A-N-I. Because you know there's the Suika customizable model for like female presenting VTubers, and it's like the really good one for like 150 bucks, but that's super customizable. There's a male one called the Wani model. That's also really good. So who's gonna post that but with the Sclimbo model instead? Yeah, I want to see them take my model. That'd be really good. Huh? Why am I being left out? Come on. If you want to try out VTubing, Bricken model is available. That's true. Technically, the Bricken model is not mine. It is a free model that anyone can use. So you can go ahead and do that too. You hope to have a high quality custom model like yours. Wow, thanks. Hey, Nat, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Want to see if the hat worked with that? Yeah, I'll put the hat on after. I haven't figured out how to disable the hat and the shirt toggle when I get swapped into the Bricken model. Haven't figured that out yet. I heard this was the stream for the Sumerian Fertility idol. Hey, Kenners. Yeah, no, we were just talking about that. I promise I'm not one. That's all. I promise I'm not. All right, trust. Let's see. Did I have anything else in here? No, those are the only two things I wanted to show off before we talk about stuff. I thought that was funny. I thought that was silly. You using that pre-made made me think we rated it to someone else. Yeah, sorry. Hey, Zion, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. I didn't want to confuse anyone, so I only wanted to use it for a sec. But I was just to be like, hey, no, I literally have that model. You didn't make that for like a specific commission, or else how do I have it, right? Like literally, I didn't commission you, so how do you have it? How do I have it? If it's for sure theirs, right? Nah, they're stealing that. I use that model to terrorize people in calls. Yeah, if you just look up the Red Grave model, it's literally publicly available. It's a great model. You should go check it out. But buy it from the real person. Like, I believe it's DG Studios, or something named similarly on VGen. You know what? Let me find it just because I do want to appropriately credit VGen Red Grave model. There's a lot of cool toggles on it too. It's amazing. Live 2D model Redgrave. Yeah, DG Studio, DG_Studio art in Live 2D. It's Ken MO6, I believe, verified artist. Really great model. Really great model. Popped up when you started the model. Oh, good. Yeah, it was DG. Yeah, because the model does have a like a watermark on it for a little bit that you can turn off. But yeah. You meant the Bricken model? Oh yeah. Well, the Bricken model is free for everyone, so. I didn't want to confuse anyone. Is a brick of meat tuber only for 10 minutes, all right? Only for 10 minutes. Then we go back to Sclimbo. But I guess I do kind of, I still have the white arms and the white legs. So technically, it's like not that far off, right? Not that far off at all. All right, let's see here. What else do we want to yap about before we start doing fitness stuff? We are going to play some games later. Not like games. We're going to play some Scrandle, and we're going to probably play some Food Guesser. So I know we're doing geography games tomorrow, but it's technically a food game, not a geography game. So Scrandle, for one, is you have to vote on like what the best looking scran is. And scran, I guess, is like football food, soccer food for those Americans, including myself. And then Food Guesser is really cool. Food Guesser is like you see a dish and you have to guess where it's from, like what country it's from. So we'll probably play those a little bit later, but we are going to do fitness questions as they roll in, obviously, too. But we're going to do a little yap session first. I know we did yap for a while on Tuesday because Tarkov didn't work. I am going to run that back. We're definitely going to run that back next week and actually play Tarkov. But yeah, so we're going to yap today, too, because it's the yapping stream. Listen, we do whatever we want. We do whatever we want. We have fun. We have fun with it. Can you add the hat toggle to the model? I probably can. What did Fork do to you? Hey, Zion. No, I'm just bricking for a little bit. Bricking physics. Scran just means food in the UK. I want scran. Brit slop. I like that, though. Like, at heart, that's my food, too, you know? I'm not telling all my friends you're a Sumerian fertility goddess. Go right ahead. Listen, if that's my brand, that's my brand. Just be careful. You might influence the evolution. Be careful. you know, interactions with chat and the community. Thanks for the bits, Sand. Thank you so much. Interactions with the community do impact the evolution. Be careful. Be careful what you wish for. Please, please. Brit slop is what we call mushy peas. Yeah, that's the most disgusting thing ever. I'm gonna be real. Precy, thank you for the sub. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Ooh, did you know? Did you know that if you have Amazon Prime, a Prime sub is free and it helps me? So thank you so much. Use a copper stone to evolve. I guess that's what happens. Bricking with Brickmentia. Are we gonna get Mpreg Sclimbo? No, Mpreg is not evolution. We had a literal slide in a YouTube short about that. Mpreg is not evolution. There's a song about it by a band named Chat called Pub Feed. Pretty good. I'd recommend it. Mushy peas. Isn't that just pea slop? Like, I don't know if I like that idea at all. I mean, that's vegetables, right? I will say, PSA, I need to put out a PSA about this. This is very important. Okay. So I've seen a lot of people on Twitter confused when I talk about food sometimes, because they'll be like, wait, Sclimbo, potatoes, beans, like those are vegetables. I thought you hated all vegetables. Let me clarify. Vegetables are only things I don't like. If I like it, it's not a vegetable. All right. That makes sense. Does that make sense? That's the PSA, just so you understand. So you understand where I'm coming from, you know? Of course potatoes are good and beans are good. They're not vegetables because I like them. It's that easy. It's that simple. Speaking of YouTube shorts, my shorts are trying to make me pick up falconry. Oh, that's pretty cool. I haven't eaten a single vegetable since the Sclimbo debut. Now, hold on. You should probably eat your vegetables. No, don't do as I say, not as I do. You should please eat your vegetables. They're really good for you. I just hate them because they taste yucky. It's enhancements like nanomachines. You turn yourself into a fleshy mech. I think the model time is up, so we're gonna swap back and get the hat on. All right, Sclimbo's coming back. Where is Sclimbo? Dum 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 dum. Ah! Ah! I'm small. There's my hat. Okay, we're now copacetic with all the redeems and stuff. We're back. We're Sclimbing. What's up? Let me readjust myself a little bit there. All right, we're back in Carthage. Let's continue. If there was a certain meat you don't like, do you consider it a vegetable? No, there's just like, you know, yeah. Ori's got it right. Some foods are spiritually vegetables and some aren't really vegetables, right? Ah! What happened? Why did I teleport? I just like... What was that? That was weird. Anyway, welcome. Hey. Oh, I can't say hi. I can't say hi to Etu because Etu's silent lurked. I can't say anything. I don't get the hate against mushy peas. Well, it's a disgusting vegetable and then made worse. It's like the mashed potatoes, right? But mashed potatoes are good is the difference. Can you do a competition where we design you an outfit? I mean, you can design me an outfit. Like, I draw stuff all the time because all you need is like 2 seconds at MS Paint to put something on, right? Like, I'm gonna tease. Can I tease something? I'm gonna tease something that I'm gonna use tomorrow. Knowers who have looked at my schedule know what I might use it for. But oi 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 oi. Wait. Oi oi oi. But yeah, you could just do this. It's very easy to just draw stuff and then put it on. So, you know. We're gonna use that for some tomorrow. Dracon, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Yeah, Yoda does it. Just might not answer because you're working. Yeah, well, I always try and be like, oh hi, but then I was like, oh, silent lurk. I shouldn't say hi. What if I draw you as a Sumerian fertility idol? Well, then I'd retroactively use it as the thumbnail. That's what I would do, realistically. Not the Sclims to cuffs. Yeah. I'm the fist inheritor of the fist. I'm the fist master. All right. We got something to do tomorrow night. We got to go on John Ken Poem's channel, and we have a John Ken Poe tournament to go to. And let me tell you, I'm ready. All right? I'm ready. Oi, oi, oi. I'm ready. I'm the fist master. I'm going to throw him out there. When in doubt, fist. I'm the fist master. Rock all the way. We throw rocks because we are bold, because I am a man. I'm going to throw a rock, and I'm going to win. You hear that? You hear that? Nanase Kane, who's my opponent in round 1. I'm going to throw a rock. I'm going to do it. I'm committing to the bit. That's not a joke. I didn't even use the hat toggle redeem today, and he put it on. Someone else did. No, someone else used it, and they put it on. Just woke up from sleeping because I ruined my schedule. Good morning. Hey, Vasily, what's going on? Oh, Sclim, I do have a health question. Do you think the idea behind cheat days is accurate, where they trick your body into thinking you're eating normally instead of a daily brick and slug and assorted fruits in a bowl? No, they don't work that way. So cheat days don't magically, like, do anything for you. If you go over calories, you go over calories. Oftentimes it's for mental health reasons, and sometimes it's for like recovery reasons, where you might take like a week at maintenance if you've been lifting and cutting for quite like a long time, right? Like 8 to 10 weeks at a time. But no, there's nothing inherently special about cheat days really that will like trick your body or anything. It's a cheat day because you're doing it for mental health mostly. So big fister Sclim, that's me. Sclim Boss just stopping by to say hi before I get started on my day. Hope you're having an amazing day. I sure am, Synchro. Thanks for coming by. Hope you are too. Hope you are too. I am having an amazing day. I've probably had a little too much caffeine. I mean, that's not a lot for me, like 200 milligrams, so only half like the limit, but it's like a lot for me, you know? It's kind of a lot for me. Speaking of food, has everyone been getting their holiday eats? Everyone been eating their yummy holiday snacks? I'm a really big fan of like seasonal foods and stuff like that. And now that it's December, obviously we're in winter. So happy winter, everybody. Happy December, happy Santa time and Hanukkah time and Kwanzaa time and all those other things, right? What are the other ones? There's Festivus. There's that one too. There's that one. Yeah, but like I'm a big holiday eater where I change my meal based on the season because it's really fun. Cheat day for my mental health. Every time I lift, I drain a bit of my soul. And then I can eat a slice of bread and rejuvenate. Yeah. Play rock, and if I don't sweep, I don't win. Exactly. That's my plan. What about cheat 35-year span? Yes, that's actually really good for mental health, but probably not for physical. I'm out of Thanksgiving leftovers, and I miss them. Me too, actually. How about I had something Thanksgiving recently. I forget what. But anyway, so December 1st, right? I had my like Christmas drinks out. I started eating like a little more candy than usual. I'm a little got some Andes chocolates, the mint the cream ones, right? And then I had some donuts today. I'm feeling like an elfster. I'm feeling like a little elfster, and it kind of like prance around the woods. It's like elf. It's really cool. How many sets is fridge down? 2 flights of stairs worth? What do you mean? Like carrying a fridge? Carrying a fridge? Festivus for the rest of us, yeah. Winter solstice for the win, yeah. That's coming. I'm looking at the peppermint ice cream that comes out now. I'm an autistic eater. I eat the same menu every week. So that's the thing is like I mostly eat the same menu every week, but I do change things seasonally. So it's like, oh, right, it's winter now. So I'm going to have a lot more soup. Just like if it were like summer, I'd have a lot more like popsicles and Italian ice and stuff like that, you know? So how to make Brickin' Christmassy? Honestly, I have this vibe that Christmas food is like rosemary and like thyme, you know? I mean, obviously you can put like, not on meat, but you can put cinnamon sugar on anything and it kind of gets Christmassy. It tastes like Christmas. I kind of feel that way about thyme and rosemary. I think those are Christmassy. I love soup. Hey, me too, Minnow. Me too, Minnow. I have not really wish I brought a mug. Oh yeah, I bought some hot chocolate today. I'm excited to try it. I don't normally drink hot chocolate, but I'm really excited to try it out. So very excited. Use fondant to draw on it. Make it gingerbread brickin' man. I don't know what a fondant is. Mento. Speaking of VR earlier in fitness, a friend showed me a list of the VR Health Institute site that gives exercise equivalent ratings to VR games. Ooh, there's actually a VR gym. There's a VR gym called the Mighty Gym. You should check that out if you're a big fan of VR. It has an actual gym membership and stuff like that, and you can take classes there. It's really cool. Check out the Mighty Gym in VR chat. Very nice place. Nutmeg for Christmas. That's so fair, Shadow Princess. Very, very fair. You got to make it from scratch with cocoa. I don't know much. All right, I'm a new hot chocolate enjoyer. What is the best way to hot chocolate? Should I just get a shitty powder and then like put it in water, or should I like just get chocolate syrup and put it in milk? I don't actually know like how you do that. Like what's proper, right? What's the proper methodology? Nice powder with milk, okay. Fondant's the sugar sheets that go on cakes, okay. Cocoa powder, sugar, milk, and Bam. Where do I get Bam? What's Bam? Is that like Pam? Where do I get that? Swiss Miss with milk and marshmallows. All right, yeah, that's kind of where I'm going, Polly. That's kind of what I picked up, but it was like generic brand, you know? You get the powder and coffee. We got a lot of powder enjoyers. As a creatine taker myself, that makes sense to me. Powder and milk, can't hurt to add a little cinnamon sugar. Wait, that's a really good idea. Cinnamon sugar is actually really low in calories and will help a lot. That's a super good idea. I think I have some because it's like what, 15 calories per 5 grams or something like that for cinnamon sugar. Shifty powder. Yeah, I want some shifty powder. Melt some chocolate chips and stir into some milk. Oh, that's burn. Bam, boil all milk. How do I? Hey, here's a question. Can I like heat things up in the microwave? What if I don't want to take out water? What if I don't want to take out water and like put it on the stove? Can I just microwave it? No, I'm not Slavic. I'm not Slavic. There's no Slavic in me, I would say. No. Well, I can't, you know, I'm a Sclimbo. So I'm from Sclimland. I'm from the factory. I don't know where the factory is, actually, but I know I ended up somewhere in the east coast of the United States in New England after I escaped the factory. I don't know how that worked. Squeaker, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. When I open my gamer subs, use code VTuber mail. So true. I had a warning label not to snort it. I think that's the BAM. That makes sense. Did you guys know you can use code VTuber mail for 10% off all gamer subs? Did you know? And you could also use code VTuber mail for 10% off Bite Ramen. Did you know? It's true. And I will say too, thanks Mint, thank you for the Prime sub. I will say too, of course, we do have the Sclim merch. Hold on, let me just what if I were to press this button? What, you know, we were talking about fertility idols before. Maybe the Sclimbo standee. I know Rosie suggested this earlier. Maybe the Sclimbo standee will increase your fertility luck. I couldn't say. I have no idea. I wouldn't know. Get an electric kettle. Yeah, can I just microwave water? Can I do that? Hot chocolate's a treat best enjoyed rarely. How about every morning? Is that rarely? Because I was looking at it realistically and I'm like, listen, it's only like 110 calories, the one I got. I have a lot of morning calories free in my diet right now. I give myself about a free 500 for breakfast every morning because I have the rest of my meals planned more or less right now. But I leave myself about 500 for breakfast. So I could absolutely fit that in like every day. Have a little, you know, wake up, have a little hot chocolate, little hot chalky. Could be the way to go. If you want fancy, you melt some chocolate over a double boiler, heat up milk. Wait, isn't that like those old commercials where you could buy the chocolate fondue thing where it was like, do you hate this happening to you? And then it showed a solution and you had to buy it for $19.99. It was like 2 payments or something. I forget what that was called. It was some chocolate factory thing. The real fertility idol was the merch we bought along the way. Yeah, I think so. I think so. You know, it makes a great holiday gift. Who wouldn't want to get a Sclimbo standee for Christmas? It's a great holiday gift. Hang on, babe. I got my Sclimbo standee to put on the bedstand. That would be so cursed. Could you imagine? Put me in the, what do they call that? The coordinator's chair? How do we know Sclimbo's not a Sumerian fertility idol? I tried to deny the allegations, but I'm going to be honest, it kind of looks a lot like me. Gonna be real. What about those hot cocoa bombs that are in a chocolate bar? Funny you say that, Minnow. I put it on my throne. I saw that like 2 days ago and put literally that on my throne. So funny you mention it. Please don't microwave water. It will explode in your face. Are you my father? Yes, Roger. Roger, it's time to go to practice. Roger, get in the car. It's time for soccer practice. I always wanted the chocolate factory. Yeah, I do. Did you bring protection? Yeah, it's like the myth of consent. And it's like, I consent, I don't, and it's me. Don't forget to ask Sclimbo before having relations. I literally microwave all water all the time, you cowards. I mean, I like the idea. One time I tried to microwave an egg when I like first ever tried to cook. Like first time attempting to cook anything on my own in my entire life. I was at a sleepover at a friend's house. We were like 9 and we were like, okay, we want eggs, but we don't know how to make eggs. So let's just put an egg in the microwave and see what happens. And it like festered out of the microwave. It kind of like sludged out of the microwave and we were like, So yeah, it wasn't a great experience. Put chocolate in a bowl over a pot of boiling water for a homemade double boiler. Ooh. Oh, I guess that stops it from burning, huh? Hold on, babe. I just need to burn a candle at the Sclimbo shrine. Funny you mentioned a candle, too. Did you know if you... No, there's a candle out now. No. Cheese Man's back. Thanks. Hey, what's going on? What's up, Cheese Man? Can I have some cheese? I want some cheese. I'm kind of hankering right now for a lot of things. Let me take a drink. I know somebody the microwave, anything it explodes. I agree. Pay 50 land. Wait, what's that? What currency is that? We microwave a hard-boiled egg one time. I would like an easier way to make hard-boiled eggs. I want to make deviled eggs, but I keep not doing that. I keep being too lazy to make deviled eggs. But yeah, what sort of holiday foods? Do you guys have any like seasonal foods that you like kind of keep in the back until it's time? Soup's that for me. And then obviously we talked about it before on the food tier list stream, but the special Reese's egg during Easter, the really big one, that's pretty cool. $50 for a wheel of cheese. Oh, yeah, I would probably work through that, I guess, over time. Gonna buy the Sclimbo room spray? I don't have a Sclimbo room spray, do I? Wait, do I? I don't know, actually. Sclimbo candle, Sclimbo ramen, Sclimbo drink mix. The Sclimbo home pregnancy test. Oh, man, don't give Flork ideas. He'd do it. Don't give Flork the idea. He would do it. He would do it. You have to be very careful mentioning anything to Flork because he might do it. There was something, I'm not going to talk about it, but there was something this morning where it was like a joke and then Flork was like, okay, we're going to do it. And I was like, wait, let's think about this. Because it's kind of involved. It's kind of a long project. And yeah, we'll see if that actualizes though. But if it does, I promise you it's going to be the funniest thing to ever happen. It's going to be so funny if it's real. He'll be like, oh man. Yeah, we do have SVA womb tattoos. We do have that. That's true. 200 VTuber Skyblock. No, it's not the Skyblock thing. It was something else. You got to be careful. You got to be careful giving him ideas. Could happen. Ever have those malt powder milk drinks like Horlicks? No, not really. I used to just drink straight milk, but I drink almond milk mostly now and like put it in my cereals and stuff. Why waste the calories is kind of my opinion. I don't drink it, you know? I've been waiting for him to make the Malfina Connecticut kitty sweater for 8 years. Well, who knows? Maybe it could happen. You just DM'd him begging for... Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm gonna get a message about that later. Don't DM Flork ideas. He's gonna bully me about it later. He'll be like, Sclimbo, what were you doing on stream? Mr. of Cows. That's a good name. Yeah, first name Flork, last name of Cows. That's why his comics are so good. It's the brinksmanship. I thought you said brickensmanship for a bit, and I was like, whoa, that's a good word. You've learned the ability to make puto. What's puto? What's up, Sissy Bussy on the YouTube side? What's up? What's going on? Hey, what does Sybao mean? I see that all the time. What does SYBAU mean? What does that mean? I see that meant all the time. I don't know what that stands for. What's Sybao? I don't know. Volcano, thanks for the streak. Oh, it's mean. Oh, it's mean. That's cute. Shut your bit up. All right. Yeah, that's cute. That's adorable. I'd love a Sumerian inspired Sclimbo oil. Yeah, don't give him ideas. Lena, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. What's up? What's going on? I can't shut up anything. Can't make me. Hey, Awesome Night. What's up? I've been doing the Stairmaster consistently 30 to 40 minutes for 4 days and 3 rest days. That's awesome. My legs look great and the mountains are easier to climb. That's my update for Fit Thursday. I'm glad to hear it, Awesome Night. That's a really good job. That's a really good job. That is an awesome job. Keep it up. Just make sure to have, enough rest days. And I would also recommend go, tier them, right? Don't do 4 in a row and then 3 rest days. Maybe do every other day if you're going to do that. Not all back to back to back to back, because you want to be careful about your work and your lifting too. You might buy a Sclim Vital. Hey, it's a boy and it's not mine. Saibao sounds like a Russian swear. It sounds like a YouTuber. What is this? Hey, what's up, Metric? What's going on? It's me. It's Sclimbo. I'm a VTuber. What's up? I'm Sclimbo of Socks Agency. What's going on? I used to only be able to tighten my belt tooth 2nd notch. Now I can get the 5th notch. Nice. Good job. Nice progress on that, honestly. Awesome progress. Keep it up. You're killing it out there, everyone. You're killing it. Big fan. I used to only, let's see, I've successfully replaced all cardio with swimming, and lifting is lovely. Yeah, if there was like good swimming near me, maybe I'll pay for it. I don't know. There is a place near me I could swim, and I'd love to do it consistently. I just it costs a lot. Where are you standing? Oh, I'm in Tunis. I'm in Tunisia right now. I'm in Carthage. It's good old Carthage. Where are you standing? Where are you today? But yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe I'll swim. I love swimming. I'm like a really, really big fan of swimming, honestly. But yeah, the place near me is kind of expensive. I have to pay I think $60 a month for that membership, but it is a good membership. They have racquetball. They have a basketball court and a lot of weights and stuff. I love the place, especially because it's kind of expensive for a gym. It's mostly older people. And so if I go during my normal lifting time, no one will be there. Do you do rock climbing? This is just such a fresh take on VTubers. Thank you. Honestly, I want to. So it's funny because there's a lot of jokes around me, like everyone rock climbs, where it's you turn 20 and it's I need to rock climb. I need to rock climb. I need to rock climb, right? I do think it's an amazing form of exercise and I would love to do it. I would need to pay for I want to go 3 times a week though. I'd want to make it part of my exercise. I just don't like going into the city. It takes a lot to get into the city. So if there was something outside the city, maybe, but I do want to climb rocks. I'm definitely rock climbing coded. You went to Tunisia in 2006. Oh, wow. I want to go. How do you get on with the Stairmaster? You get on with it, you know? You get down with the Stairmaster. I don't like to exercise, but I'm debating going for the more expensive gym with the pool because I like to swim. I think you should do whatever exercise you enjoy. I think the best exercise is the one you actually do, right? In fact, I was having a really good discussion with somebody a couple days ago in DMs. We were talking about fitness optimization, and he was discussing with me the idea of rather than doing, it was kind of a maintenance idea for somebody who's very busy. And they're like, hey, what if I just do 1 set to failure every other day of the compound lifts, right? And we discussed it and it's you know what? It's great actually, because it's not optimal by any means. Don't get me wrong. You won't get the most gains ever, but you will still either maintain your physique based on the science that we know, or even grow a little bit if you're in a caloric surplus by doing that. But the best part about it is the reality of yeah, you know, the best exercise is the one that you do. right? So you could for sure program yourself a really hardcore schedule, but if you're too busy and you just know you're not going to do it, it's actually way better to just do one set to failure every other day. Like, you don't have to optimize and maximize. You can do a little, and it's good to do a little. It's better than nothing. Cheese Man, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Lena, you too. When are you going to wield the fabled Mesopotamian staff of Enki? I don't know. Sometime. What do you think of Ring Fit? Actually lost like 15 pounds. Ring Fit is hands. Ring Fit his hands. That thing's pretty strong. Love that model, Twin. Oh, thanks. Twin, do you look like this too, Cheese Man? Do you look like this too? When I swim, for some reason, I lose all of my IQ and my brain just goes burr. Yeah, swimming's great because you don't have to worry about sweating ever, right? It's like free anti-sweat because you're in the pool. You're just going to be not sweating all the time or sweating all the time, but it's fine. It's different. It's fine. It's different. Yeah, Ring Fit's got hands. Ring Fit's really, really good. Ring Fit's really, really good. It does definitely, like, there's only so much you can do with it, right? It's very cardio focused over like muscle building focused. I wouldn't count on it to build muscle or anything like that, but you know, it'll build some if you're sedentary, absolutely. But it's not like optimized for muscle gain. All to clarify, you know, all to clarify. But yeah. Hey, you know what I've been thinking about recently with the holidays coming and stuff like that? Has anyone had any success trying to capture Santa Claus? Because I've been trying for like 2 decades and he keeps getting away. And I'm kind of like, I don't know. This is a little conspiracy minded. So bear with me. This is a little conspiracy minded. I don't think that NORAD actually is tracking Santa Claus. All right, hear me out on this. I really don't think NORAD's doing it. And the reason why is, like, I kind of looked into it, right? And like the AN FPS 117 long distance radar that NORAD uses, it only has a range of about 250 nautical miles. And with the speeds that Santa has to achieve to like get all the presents in one night, there's no way. It'd be on the radar for like less than a second. So I don't see how NORAD could be tracking Santa at the rate that they claim. I think they're lying about that, actually. Looks like ad-free got him. Wait, Addy, where? Where did Addy get me? Saying it so, bro. What's up? What's up, Black Cat? What's going on? Beat Saber's great, too, yeah. I believed your title at first, with a repetition of I'm not makes me think you might be a Sumerian fertility idol. I mean, I'm not doing myself any favors by being in Tunisia right now, right? Like, that's not Sumer, but it's kind of close. It's kind of close. Santa could stop time. Yeah, true. Addy got Santa? There's no way Addy got Santa, right? I saw the picture, but I think that was just a suggestion of what Addy was trying to do to Santa. I don't think Addy's actually caught Santa yet. That would be, I mean, I've been trying for 2 decades. There's no way. Have you tried asking Oogie Boogie? No, I could find and ask Oogie Boogie. Doesn't Oogie Boogie just kind of have it hanging out? Isn't Oogie Boogie like naked and it's got the boogie hanging out the whole time? I think I remember that. There's actual science behind that, small pressure and lift and such. We're even down that alley in Sumeru City. Sumeru? Yeah, that's different. The secret is that Santa Claus dies every year after delivering presents, and for the rest of the year, the bag gestates a new Santoid. That doesn't explain the discrepancy of the tracking radar, though. Like I said, the AN FPS 117 is only that good. Only so good. Have you factored in the OTH? No, I haven't. Have you ever played Pistol Whip? No. What's that? Carthage was the center of a lot of cults. I think any place would be. That's like the center of things. I fought a cult once. That was a cool story. Santa's sack of toys is too valuable to, let's see, for the location to be public knowledge. That's true. It would be like the, I mean, just numerically, right? It probably has more GDP in the bag than most economies if he has to deliver to every single child who's good. So there's a lot of GDP in that Santa bag. Whoever captures it, it's like the One Piece. Whoever captures it wins everything under the sun. You know? Radar mesh configuration? I guess, but like, it only appear on each mesh for like, God, less than a second. Add me on a game, I don't care, please. I'm so bored. Hey, listen, I have no time for that, unfortunately. Listen, I'd love to play games. I really would. I don't have time to most of the time. I'm going to be so real, guys. My only free time is like 3 hours in the evening after dinner, after training my clients. And I usually end up working on VTuber stuff anyway. I'm going to be so real. Let me take a drink. Do you think Santa ate a devil fruit? Good question. The ho-ho fruit? The reindeer fruit? No, it wouldn't be reindeer fruit. That's, I mean, basically chopper, but opposite. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Santa would have eaten. The holly jolly fruit? The jolly fruit? That's probably real. You know, I bet there's like an SBS about that or something. That feels like an Oda thing to do, right? Where there's just somewhere there's like an old SBS or an old front page cover of like Santa devil fruit? Probably. I only play games when I stream. Oh yeah, same. It's like all of my playtime is on stream, more or less. Let them live forever and teleport into people's houses through chimneys. One Piece theory I have, the One Piece is a devil fruit. Dota never. I mean, Dota maybe is a treat sometimes. Who knows? If he could use Shadow Clone Jutsu and teleportation, that would explain how he could be everywhere. That's true. What if he has like Kodo Matsukami, or what if he has the other one? What's the teleporting one that Sasuke uses? I forget. Later on. That's not Kodo Matsukami, is it? His Rinnegan ability, specifically a mythical zone human fruit type Midas. Of course, One Piece fandom Santa Claus. Of course. Hold on, I'm looking at this. No, Amaterasu's the fire. Sasuke has his teleportation jutsu. Oh! Wait, okay, no, this is fandom, but look, that goes incredibly hard. Look at this. Hold on, I gotta put this on stream. Can I just like drag and drop? I think I learned I can do that, right? You drag the URL into OBS, yes. Look at this. That goes kind of crazy, actually. Look at that. Santa, what's got you looking like that, brother? That's pretty sick. I want to look like that. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I like that, Santa. Santa's looking good. What happened to his Holly Jolly belly? That's where he keeps all the Christmas spirit, though. Is that Whitebeard? Have you ever been to the One Piece Cafe? No. I honestly, like, I was very late getting into One Piece. I only watched it recently. Like, I was not a fan when I was younger. I had only seen maybe 1 or 2 episodes of One Piece ever. And then in 2021 and 2022, I watched every episode of One Piece in 9 months and caught up. So, have you seen Sanda this season? Who's Sanda? Who's Sanda? Have you seen the anime Sanda? No. He turns into a beefed out Sanda when he wears red. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Who's your favorite character? Mine's probably Kizaru. Favorite One Piece character, huh? Man, I don't know. I'm kind of Zoro. Coded. Big fan of Zoro. He's pretty cool. That's kind of basic though. I don't know. Whitebeard's really cool. Roger's really cool. I do like Roger a lot. That's kind of, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I have very basic One Piece tastes. I like Roger. Roger's cool. Roger's really cool. Probably Robin. Nice. Worked at a pirate theme Halloween. You win a Zoro. Nice. Obey. Yeah. No, there's a lot of cool characters in One Piece. They're all cool. Zoro's so baby girl. I just identify with him because I get lost just as easily as Zoro. So I super identify with Zoro. Santa Claus could be any one of us. It could be you. It could be me. It could even be Sclimbo. I could be Santa. What if I was Santa? How would you feel if I came down your chimney? How would you react if I came down your chimney on Christmas Eve? You were staying up to catch Santa, and it was me. I was just like, oh, ho, dude. What's up? Leave out vegetables to keep me away. I don't have a chimney. No, see, Santa has magic. Santa has magic to create chimneys. We know that. That's like basic knowledge. Come on. Keep it the program. Merry Sclimsmas. Hey, Adachi. What's up? Don't celebrate Christmas? That's fair. I'd be more so shocked because I live in an apartment with no chimney. No, you just make the chimney. You just make it. You thought my past life was Santa? Yeah, that's my VTuber PL, actually. I used to be Santa Claus as an indie. Did you know that? I used to be literally Santa. The Santa Claus when I was an indie. Ho, ho, ho. I kind of like the Tim Allen lore. I think the Tim Allen Santa Claus lore is pretty accurate, where there's like a reincarnation and you become fat and jolly and you grow a beard and you become Santa. I think that's fair. I want to be Santa. Santa just busts down your door and the elves fix it. Yeah. You'd be cool with me coming down my chimney? Yeah. Chill out. Come bring you some brickin', holiday brickin'. Leave out some brickin' and I'll come down your chimney. But be careful, because if you leave out brickin' overnight, it's gonna like get poisoned and then you're gonna eat it and get E. coli or something. So don't do that, actually. I wouldn't recommend that. Actually, now that I think about it, I would ask you for my Sclimbo pregnancy test and then send you on your merry way. Why do you want why do you want that? It's just like a pregnancy test, and it's like literally just an image of me like on it. And maybe it's like audio, right? Like maybe I say it. There's like 2 audio files where I go, wow, you're not pregnant, or wow, you're pregnant. And they're just embedded in the device. Holiday brickin'. I guess you could holiday. Yeah, you could holiday brickin' very easily. Did you guys see my holiday platter that I ate on Twitter? I just, felt a little holiday to me. I had like a whole onion, whole garlic, whole big potato, bunch of chicken quarters. It was nice. Imagine if you got a positive one and did one of those positive test pics on social media. Yeah, it's just me going like, you're pregnant. Wouldn't a Sclimbo test always be positive? Yeah, I mean, I am a positive guy. I guess it would always be positive. Do we leave out a little brick and cookies for Sclimbo Claus? Do you have a favorite cookie? Just anything that's not a sugar cookie. Listen, anything with chocolate in it. Just like, give me a real cookie. Sugar cookies, I'm going to be honest. This hot take. Sugar cookies are just stopping halfway to making a good cookie, in my opinion. It's like, yeah, you were making a cookie that was going to be yummy, and then you just stopped and didn't put chocolate in it. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Hello? Put chocolate inside. What are we doing? Fertility god, it's all coming back around. Be careful, we're influencing evolution right now, you guys. Be careful what you wish for. Oatmeal raisins, best cookie. M&M. See, let's talk about it. All right, let's talk about it. Why do I need to be deceived? Oatmeal's great. Why put raisins in when you could put chocolate in? Like, why am I being deceived in my chocolate cookie? Why do I have a cookie that is like trying to trick me? That's an evil thing. That's like a sweet potato fry. Like, it's trying to deceive me. What's your take on carrot cake? It's carrot involved, right? So I don't like it. You know? L take, not W take. If you weren't pregnant before the test, you are now. No, I don't make anyone pregnant. I'm no way. You're partial to snickerdoodle? Yeah, see, there's stuff in that. That's pretty good. But sugar cookie is like, there's sugar in every cookie. What are you doing? Oatmeal chocolate's underestimated. Yeah, see, oatmeal chocolate, that's valid. That's fine. I just don't understand why you put raisins instead of chocolate. Just go all the way. Unless you like hate chocolate or something. You have a palate of a 90-year-old woman. How's your tapioca pudding going? How's your candy corn tapioca pudding and Werther's going? You enjoying them? Per the convo earlier, raisins are basically vegetables. No, I like raisins. I don't know why you'd put them in ever instead of chocolate. What about double chocolate chunk? Great, more chocolate, better cookie, right? Actually, just an improvement. Like, there's no world where a double chocolate cookie is not better than a regular chocolate chip cookie, right? If it's a triple chocolate cookie, it's even better. It's like Super Saiyan 2, right? Like, there's no scenario where Super Saiyan 2 is worse than Super Saiyan. So it's the same thing with cookies. Butterscotch pudding? Yeah, it's a little old coded. It's weird that when people put raisins in potato salad, oh, don't do that. Hey, yeah, prune. You get some prune juice. You get some, what's the cereal? Fiber. No, what's the fiber cereal? What's it called? Just Fiber One. Get your Fiber One going on. Get your fiber chunk cereal going on. You're not even shredded mini wheats, just shredded wheats. Shame Super Saiyan 3 is actually sometimes worse. Well, you know, sometimes. Only that one time with Vegeta. Only that one time with Vegeta, and it's debatable. Santa Claus is actually a continental-sized megafauna. For the rest of the year, it sleeps underneath the North Pole, feeding on thermal radiation while gestating toys. Really? On Christmas, it inflates its gas sacs to rise to the upper atmosphere. Isn't that kind of like Don't Look Up? Or wait, no, that's a different one. What's the one with the alien? The one that looks like it's like Zipper Jacket or something like that. That alien one that I think A4 made or A24 made. It's like that. I'd rather have sand in the potato salad than raisins. Like, I mean, I would eat raisins in a potato salad. I don't hate raisins, but like, what are we doing? Just have potato salad. Do not. You like Santa and Chainsaw Man? I don't think I've encountered him yet. I am an anime only on Chainsaw Man. I don't think I've encountered Santa Claus yet. So I did watch the movie though. Movie was pretty cool. That was pretty good. Kind of called the twist from the very beginning though. It's very obvious. Let's be real. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but it's very obvious the twist there. You're like, yeah, of course. There's no way. There's no way. That's not realistic. Couldn't resist the rocket power reference. That's so fair. We have to get through Tony Hawk's laser course. When I cook for my romantic interest, my signature dessert is an hextuple chocolate ice cream sandwich. I have a hardcore opinion about dating. All right, in my opinion, this is the proper way to date. Okay, 3 dates. 3 dates. This is the proper way. First date, you got to go out to dinner. Something casual. You're talking, right? It's more about conversation. So you're getting to know each other. You're talking. You're going out on a date, right? Second date, trampoline park. Immediately trampoline park, because you have to know if they can keep up with you. You have to know if they're agile, right? If they can complete American Ninja Warrior courses. That's important for pairing, right? That's important. That's an important skill. So trampoline. You also have to find out how whimsy coded they are. And if they're going to say no to a second date at a trampoline park, they're not whimsy coded enough, right? So that's number 2. Number 3 has to be like a puzzle challenge course, right? Because if you're put in a situation, you got to know how you work together. So it's kind of like, you know, you have to go through these challenges, I think, very, very early and then find out. That's how you date. That's the proper way. Desk Agent, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. That is the proper way. And the stretch. Yeah, so that's the 3-date cycle right there. You have to, talk, then physical challenge, and then mental challenge back to back. And if they're not on board, it's not worth it. Trust me. Important expert advice from a Sumerian fertility idol. Yeah, you should trust my advice. I have a lot of experience. Yeah. You trade trampoline with laser tag? Yes, you can. Laser tag also works. So pizza, trampoline park, escape room? Not even escape room, like a challenge complex. Do you have those nearby? Where they're like the courses, right? Where there's those, I forget what they're called. but they have like challenge rooms where it's like, oh, this one's a puzzle, this one's a physical challenge, this one's like a game, a mental challenge, and there's a bunch of them, and you have to do them all. It's like that. Yeah. I bring good tidings in a huge bricken. Oh, thank you. Yummy. Get Jigsaw to set up a room for the two of you. Yep. Yep. Trampoline parks are a great second date. I'm gonna hold to that. I think if people say no to that, they don't have enough whimsy. Dating speed blitz, solving puzzles while holding conversation and doing American Ninja Warrior. Yeah. Favorite way to date is to drink 8 beers, then block them the next day. No, I think you can trust my dating advice. You can trust the Sclimbo dating advice. It definitely is well tested. It's not, but that's important. That is my method. That is my method. Just because it never works doesn't mean I'm wrong. Come on, let me drink. Maybe we should answer some fitness questions, huh? Maybe we should answer some fitness questions. How do I use a piece of cheese to fascinate a woman? I don't know. Maybe you talk about its like macronutrient content. You talk about how much protein's in the cheese. Like the difference between whey and casein, and why casein in the cheese can be helpful for like slow release of protein over the night while you sleep. That's pretty cool, right? I think women like that, right? Feed it to her. I mean, yeah, women like cheese, right? Generally, I think. I bought my wife cheese the other day and she was over the moon. I would be over the moon if people bought me cheese. Charcuterie is like the best present I could ever get. I don't think I've ever gotten charcuterie as a present before, but it would be the best present ever. Eat the whole piece of cheese in one big bite. Yeah. My preferred dating method is to break into their house in the middle of the night and cook all their food into various bricks. Where'd you get that idea? Who gave you that idea? You could woo a woman by telling her the best way to lose weight. No, don't do that. Don't do that. That doesn't, nope. Should I be like Homer Simpson, eat 64 slices of American cheese in one night? Hey, American cheese, while barely cheese, is actually considered, I wouldn't say a fitness food, but it's kind of a fitness food. It's actually kind of low in calories for one slice of American cheese, and it adds a lot to things, and very easy to access. It's not bad. It's kind of good for stuff. I was just looking at a Hickory Farms catalog that came in the mail. What's Hickory Farms? Is that charcuterie? Barely cheese is crazy, but true. Gouda, Brie, Munster, mozzarella, and cheddar. Yeah, I mean, like, if you're considering like protein and health and stuff like that, I'd say like the 3 best cheeses are probably mozzarella, feta, and goat cheese. Those are probably the 3 big ones I would always look towards, but cheese is good in general. Yummy. My method's foolproof. Just be violently autistic and talk about my hyperfixations. Well, maybe not violently, but yeah. Just scream your hyperfixations at somebody. They're a big fan of that. And don't take any hints if they're not into it. If they don't take any hints if they don't enjoy the conversation. Just keep going. You have to dig deeper. That's the only way. The assorted meats and cheese boxes go insanely hard. Yeah, I've never gotten one as a gift, but that should be the right. That's like the right gift to get me for sure. They sell gift baskets with meat, cheese. Oh, I want one. I want one. Adult Lunchables? I want one. Gimme. I can eat half this hunk of fresh mozzarella tonight. Yeah, do it. Real Anunnaki hours. Who up right now? What's up, Dave? It's me. But not really. I'm not an Anunnaki. I'm not. Like I said, I didn't come from Nibiru. I didn't, you know, engineer humans so they can mine gold for the atmospheric generators on Nibiru. I didn't do that. That's not me. I didn't do it. I deny the allegations. Once I went on a date with a guy to a blacksmithing class. That's pretty cool. We made a dagger together and then we drank lots of wine and he shaved my head and I never spoke to him again. That's like a Viking date. Sounds like something that came out of like Vinland Saga. Are you sure that's not just Vinland Saga? That's pretty cool though. I do not know yet, Nasir. I don't know the bronze salesman. I don't. Not a Sumerian fertility item, huh? How you doing? I'm doing good, Matt. How you doing? Oh, we're just yapping. We're having a good time. It's pre-roll time ad soon, so we'll probably go to fitness after that and then keep talking. Got my wife with autistic hyperfixation on Gundam model kits. Ooh, nice. Isn't it crazy all our world's currency is measured in gold reserves? Well, not anymore, it's not. That stopped in like the 70s, didn't it? It wasn't sad enough to be Vinland Saga. So true. Just a coincidence. It's all a coincidence, all right? My wife and I bonded over her kicking my butt and smash. Nice. I didn't bond with anyone over shit. Let me drink. Oh. I told a story one time. I told this story on Twitter. You guys might have seen that Twitter post that was going around. That was like, oh, talking about your worst relationship, right? I didn't have a worst relationship to talk about, but yeah, there was this one time where I had a friend in college who wanted to come over that night to play Pokemon. And she was like, yeah, I'll come over and play Pokemon. I'll come over tonight to hang out. And she didn't bring her 3DS. Yeah. That was that was something. All right, we gotta go to ads. Now we play State of Decay 2 and Sea of Thieves together. Ooh, I like those games. Those are good games. I didn't bond over anyone over shit. Let me drink. That's actually so true. I'm drinking water, but I am drinking from a big Saratoga Springs bottle. 2-sentence horror stories, right? It's like, come on. I swear this happened. Like I legitimately was like, oh yeah, she's coming to play Pokemon. She wants to play Pokemon, but she didn't bring a 3D. She did not. I was, wow. Anyway, let's go to ads. I'll see you on the other side. We'll go to fitness talk after that. I need a break. I'm going to ads. We'll see you guys on the other side. BRB. Stick around. All right, we're back. What's up, Senpai? What's going on? Eggs, rice, chicken, veggies, and a stir fry. Nice, except the veggies. I mean, good for you, but not good for me. What's going on? And welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking with me through the ads. We'll probably start answering the fitness questions now. Did about an hour of just chatting. We're going to keep chatting throughout, obviously, as things come up. But, how's your brickin' belly? Doing great, Moxon. How you doing? I had some brickin' earlier. Oh, man, my brickin' today was really good. I think I, like, cooked it a little longer than usual by accident, and it had, like, it was, like, more, I don't know, not crusty, but almost a little more crusty. It was really good. Maybe I was just really hungry. I don't know. I did work out a lot this morning, but I was like, ooh. Thoughts on drinking Sorel drinks, alcoholic or not? I'm not sure what Sorel is. I would recommend in general, just go non-alcoholic. There's really no benefits to alcohol. Don't get me wrong, socially drinking's fine, right? Everyone has their vices, that's totally fine. But as from a nutrition standpoint, there's like nothing good about alcohol. It's only a bad thing. It's not good. So, do you meal prep a lot? Yes. Sort of. I would say that I don't so much meal prep as my meals are really easy to make. So it's like prep in that way, where I buy all my food at once, like once a week, and I kind of eat the same thing. What I like doing, one of my big things is I like setting my calories out so that I have the same meal every day and it covers all my bases, right? So I'll like kind of coordinate a meal plan that has all my protein, all my fiber, all my macros, and then I leave myself extra calories at the end to do whatever I want with, because I know that I've already hit all my goals. I don't need to have anything else, right? It's not like, oh, I need these calories to be more protein, and then I can just have whatever I want. Like this morning, for example, I had donuts. I had 2 donuts for about 520 calories, but that's fine because the rest of my day, I'm just eating all my protein, all my fiber, all my fruits, all my everything, right? And my supplements for my veggies and stuff. So that's kind of what I like doing. And my meals are all very simple and repetitive. Fantastic brickin' last night. Sclim had me brickin' coded. Let's go. Yeah, brickin's great. I'm really excited to hear. A couple of people said it when they were like, I'm going to tell my doctor about brickin'. I want someone who did that to report back. I want to hear what people's doctors are saying about brickin'. That's really fun. Sorel's the shamrock looking plant. Oh, okay. Hey, why don't we answer some fitness questions? There have been a bunch of marshmallows coming in, so we're going to jump into the fitness category on Twitch. Everybody, let's be nice, okay? Let's be nice over there to them, and we're going to go say hi to health and fitness and answer some questions. Feel free to put more in chat, too. The marshmallow is pinned in chat right there if you want to ask any anonymous questions yourself, and we are in category. Let's rock. I live in a gray cube eating unseasoned brickin'. No, I have seasoned brickin'. My meal, honestly, mostly is I have a lot of like bean and Southwest like corn soup. So like bean and corn soup, that's a lot of fiber. I have brickin', usually in tostada form with a little bit of cheese on tostadas. And I tend to have like a pasta at night, usually a fiber pasta or whole wheat or like goodles, which is like the mac and cheese where it's made out of like fiber and like vegetable extracts and stuff like that. So that's usually what I eat. Now I usually put some like tuna in the goodles for just a little extra protein and some omega-3s and stuff. So yeah, something like that. It's pretty standard. Just watch out for, I'm probably eating a little too much tuna this week. I think I'm over the mercury standards for the week, but oops. I'm actually going through a dietitian for the first time. You might mention brickin'. Yeah, I want to hear what a 4-year certified dietitian says about brickin'. That could be fun. All right, let's go to fitness and answer some questions, everybody. People have been waiting long enough. Let's get in there. Over here to fitness. All right, here we go. In the corner, Sclimbo reaction. Let's rock. What do we got today? Question 1. And then we have some games you can play after and talk more too. You aren't pregnant. I'm pretty sure you're fine eating mercury. I know, but like there are still, I'm probably over worried about it because I haven't studied mercury as much as a lot of other things. So I'm just being cautious because I haven't studied it enough. But I know there is other long-term effects on heart health beyond being pregnant. So I'm just being careful about that because I'm eating a lot of tuna. I want that $50 gift card. Oh, this one? Firestone $50 gift card? Yeah, I don't own a car. I couldn't do anything with this. I share a car. I guess I could give it to the person who owns the car that I share. But yeah, I'm good. I'm good on it right now. All right, let's see. First question, or sort of pseudo question. Trying to get better at rows. I have a curling machine on my bench, but I don't really get the arm placement for good rows on this machine. Well, so okay, more of a statement than a question. Let's see here. So the important thing about row, there's not one true row form. You can do a bunch of different grips for rows. What matters is targeting the back, right? And getting a full extension. So what matters is being kind of like pulled forward a little bit, but keeping yourself locked in and then coming all the way to your chest with the rowing motion. So you're kind of like back against your chest or even beyond it if you're not using a dumb barbell. So that's what matters. Arm placement isn't the most important thing ever. You can be, honestly, you can be inner, you can be out far. It's all going to target slightly different parts of the back, but they're all good exercises. So whatever feels comfortable is going to be the best one. It's a lot like pull-up position. So pull-up position, pretty much the same concept. Whatever is the grip and the width of your arms to your shoulders that you feel the most comfortable and you can get the most like force production is probably the best one for you. So that would be my recommendation there. That's fair, but I'd eat mercury raw, so I guess don't listen to me. Why would you eat mercury raw? Do you think it's going to give you powers? I mean, it'd be cool if it did. I don't know. I should think about that. Next question. As someone who's overweight and has multiple herniated discs, oof, sorry to hear that. That's always a tough one. I have a lot of anxiety around exercise and aggravating my back. I've worked with a trainer before COVID and found I preferred having someone knowledgeable to work with, but cost and anxieties kept me from going back. Any tips or recommendations? Hey, Zora, what do you mean? What do you mean, am I okay? What do you mean? What happened? Hi, Zora. What's going on? Cultivating my ki by consuming 1 liter of liquid mercury. Yeah. He doesn't know about Chinese emperors eating mercury. Oh, to get like forever life? Oh, Polly, I mean. Polly's just trying to become immortal. I respect it. Welcome to the chat, Kinshi Hong. Yeah, let's do it. All right, so yeah. Herniated discs are really bad. Really rough. That is effectively what Snap City is called, right? So really rough back injury. The thing about it is kind of probably what the trainer might have mentioned is it's actually good to work out your back when you have herniated discs, as long as it's not painful and in a range that doesn't aggravate it, because you build the muscles around the discs and kind of help keep the meat as in place as they can be, right? So I've even seen people with herniated discs deadlifting in a safe manner, like to a point where it doesn't aggravate it, to help that. And I do subscribe to that belief as well. And I believe the studies and science these days do as well. So yeah, I mean, try and find a trainer who's cheaper would be my only recommendation. Like I said, if you ever worry about your form, best thing to do is to record yourself, go with a buddy who knows what they're doing, or even go into a gym and then ask the person there, because they should be able to show you how to do the exercise. It's hard because, you know, if the anxiety is around doing it alone and hurting your back, and you're worried about having a trainer, like you want a trainer, you kind of have to get a trainer to solve that, right? Another thing you can do is you can work your back in a machine. That's one way you could do it, so that you don't have to worry really about the compound part of that. I would recommend that you do and just do it in a safe range, because I think it's overall going to be better for you to do a compound lift safely than to be locked into a machine. But that still is a way to work out your back without like stressing it too much. I'd also say consider decompression things, right? So if we're talking about the whole back, pull-ups are a great one that kind of decompresses the spine and also does work a good portion of the back as well. So you don't need to be doing a deadlift necessarily or a squat. And you can definitely do things that don't really emphasize that part of the back, lower back. I would say that reverse hypers probably could be something to look into carefully, and even things just like the bent over exercise, right? Like, you know, glute raise almost would be something to look into as well. That'd be a couple things to look into, I would say. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, herniated discs are tough. Like, they can heal over time, absolutely. I've had them before and I've healed them fairly quickly. But oftentimes, yeah, it's a rough one. Sometimes when it happens, it doesn't feel like you can walk, but what's a simple but effective workout routine that one can do at home for exercise, kind of like Saitama's thing, but less extreme? What do you think about Saitama's routine? Saitama's routine's cute. It's not going to make you the strongest person in the world. It's way more cardio than it is muscle building. Sit-ups are good for your abs. Not the best exercise ever. They're all right for your abs. They don't really do much else. Abs and obliques. Squats are great. Push-ups are great. You can definitely make the push-ups to a point where you don't need weight and you can get maximum like chest pump out of that, I would say. You can do very difficult push-ups. Same thing for squats. You can do certain things with squats to make them very, very difficult as well. It's just a little excessive. Don't do it every day. I would say the most simple, effective one would be get some dumbbells that are adjustable, and that is a little bit of investment, but get some adjustable dumbbells and a bench and literally do bench, squat, deadlift 3 times a week, full body, maybe 3 sets of 5, 3 sets of 10, something like that each time, each one. And that is like the most basic thing you can do in and out 45 minutes, full body routine. You can add things into that, obviously, like a row to target the back, or like lateral raises because the side delts kind of get missed there. But I think like the most effective exercise, I would argue, if you had to pick like 4 or 5, is literally bench, squat, deadlift, pull-ups, lateral raise, something like that, or rows instead of pull-ups. But that's it. That's all you'll need for full body, really. The other day, one of my bed springs popped, and guess what it hit? Ooh, yeah, that's a rough one, Desk Agent. That's a rough one. Sorry to hear that. Ooh. Yeah, I don't have a spring bed. I have like a Tempur-Pedic mattress, but I'm also like transitioning into a floor sleeper, so I'm gonna avoid springs entirely, ideally. The sounds I made, that's the same sort of fear as you ever seen the picture of the chair? You ever seen the picture of the chair, the office chair? If you know what I'm talking about. Has anyone ever seen that? Do they know what I'm talking about? The office chair that did that broke. Dumbbells are less than the cost of a modern AAA game. Best investment. Yeah, and I mean, I will say adjustables are pretty expensive, because if you get adjustables so you can progress with them, they're like $400 for a good set of adjustables, but still, yeah. Yeah, the ass blaster, yes. It's a picture of an office chair where that center pole of an office chair broke through the chair lining while someone was sitting on it and went directly up them. And yeah, it's rough. That makes me think. That makes me think. I don't want to sit on those chairs anymore after seeing that. Yeah. I was, hey, Vamp, what's up? Glad you can make it. Yeah, that is the worst thing I've ever seen, maybe. So, where the sun don't shine. Scary thoughts. Scary thoughts. But yeah, I would say the most effective thing you can do. Now, if you don't have any equipment, I would say most effective thing you can do is almost mostly this, right? Push-ups, absolutely. Squats, absolutely. I think that you can find something heavy enough to do RDLs with. Romanian deadlifts. I believe in people's houses, there's something that weighs 10 or 20 pounds that they can hold on to do RDLs with. I would make that argument. But push-ups are great. You can even take a pro powerlifter or pro bodybuilder and do push-ups in a way so that it challenges them even. You don't necessarily, especially for chest, need a lot of weight. I think the hardest thing to hit body weight is back. That's probably one of the hardest things to hit with no equipment. Unless you have something to hang off of, obviously. Then you can do, you know, Australian pull-ups or something like that. But otherwise, it's really hard to hit back. Just got here. We're going over questions. We sure are, Maddie. Feel free to throw any in chat or in the marshmallow link pinned in chat if you want to. 12 pounds of RDLs hit hard. Yeah, you can do a lot with RDLs if you take them careful, you know? How good are weighted vests and maces for exercise? Are they like legit useful or just weed bait? Best way to make use of weighted vests. I'm not a fan of weighted vests. I don't think they do much. I think maces are pretty cool. I think like especially for like a functionality sort of thing, the idea of like having almost like a slightly weighted mace or like a stick that you kind of swing around for like warm-ups especially is really good. I think that's just good for mobility in general. Weighted vests, I'm not so great on. The vest, maybe. I wouldn't do like the ankle and the arm weights. I think that is just like not that effective past a certain point, and it's just kind of, I don't know, asking for trouble here and there. I think that the weighted vest is kind of cool, maybe for walking around and stuff. It's kind of like rucking. It's kind of the same thing. It's all right. I think that's good for cardio. Definitely you'll burn more calories. You're doing more work by wearing one. But yeah, the whole idea of just like wearing weighted clothing all the time and then it's going to make you a superhuman is just not real. Oh, Original. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in. It is really cool though, because you feel very cool when you take off weighted clothing. Yeah, I don't think ankle and arm weights are too great for the joints. I kind of agree with that, Yodo, but I haven't looked into it super hard, so I'm willing to be proven wrong on that. Explain Rock Lee then. All right, listen. I would like it to be real too. Don't get me wrong. I would very much like that to be real because it's super cool. I would wear them all the time. But yeah, and I did when I was younger. But I don't think it's that great. I would say do weights instead or do some body weight fitness or something. All right, let's see. Do you recommend exercising while sick? I realize it's a broad question, but I sometimes get severe sinus issues when the seasons change. Most advice amounts to rest, sleep, take meds. Yeah, so good question. Depends on severity. If you're lightly sick, if it's allergies, I think you're good to work out. I think it's totally fine to work out as long as you can breathe, right? Like if your sinus issues are such that you can't breathe, so you can't recover, then don't do it. But yeah, if you just have allergies, you can work out. That's fine. You can push through that. Oftentimes you'll feel better. The blood flow and like endorphin flow and stuff that exercise will do sometimes will make you feel less sick. I've noticed whenever I've worked out when I'm sick. Obviously, if you have an injury, like a muscle tear, or God forbid something's broken, don't work out if something's broken. That should be common sense, but just going to say that. Don't work out if you have a broken bone. If you have a like recovering muscle thing, it's okay to do a little bit in a range where it doesn't hurt. That can help sometimes, but nothing crazy. Hey, what's up, Flamebird? Thank you for the biddies. Is shadowboxing good exercise? Yeah, I think it's all right. It's good cardio, can be. Like I jump around in the woods all the time. I think there's a really underrated form of exercise that I would just call stimming, more or less. And I kind of did it this morning, right? Like don't underestimate how effective it can be to just kind of flail around. Like that sounds silly, but hear me out, right? So there's a component of our overall daily calorie burn called non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or NEAT for short. And that kind of includes, you know, carrying the groceries, bouncing our leg, right? Talking with our hands, the very minor things we do throughout the day that add up to burn a lot of calories. So if you just like go dance around or jump around, like you're gonna burn more calories over time. Like one of the smartest things that I ever saw was I had a friend who had to be on a lot of business calls, right? So he was on the phone for a long time. And when he was on the phone for like 45 minutes at a time, I started noticing he would just pace. He would just pace back and forth. And at first I thought it was kind of like I'm trying to talk to you, dude. Or like, you know, while he's talking, he's just pacing. And I was like, hey, I'm trying to talk to you when he's not on a call. Like, you keep going in and out of my earshot. Can you please come over here? But then I was like, you know, it's kind of genius, right? Because you're turning sedentary thing like talking or being on a business call into exercise. So it's kind of the same idea, right? It's like you can just go and like dance around and move around and jump around in the woods or something like that, and it absolutely will contribute to exercise and cardio. Sclimbo, are you autistic? No, it's just an inherited trait. Thank you. Good question, Soup. No, I'm not. I just everyone I know is, and I grew up with people who are mostly on the spectrum as friends, so it's a learned behavior for me. You know, I'm not naturally a fan of Minecraft. It's a learned behavior. I burned so many calories leg bouncing. Yeah, no, you can do that stuff. So you could just go jump around. You can just go jump around. Autism by proxy, you could say that. It's my culture. It's an inherited culture. I remember my friend growing up really fixated on the whole training in heightened gravity like Vegeta. Yeah, I wish I could. I really wish I could. I would 100% train in artificial gravity like Vegeta. That's so cool. It's so cool. Wouldn't want to do that with coworkers than clients coming in and out all the time. Yeah, this is something you do in private, right? Like this is, I go in the woods in an area where no one will be, and then I do it. Like I said, I was dancing around in the woods this morning, but shadow boxing, very much like that, right? Sclimbo, what's your SBD and are you a powerlifter slash bodybuilder? Squat, this is a squat, bench, deadlift is, I imagine, what you're talking about for SBD. I used to powerlift, not like competition though. I'm always been more of a teacher than a competitor myself. So I like teaching people how to do things and making sure they're doing it properly and like living healthily. I didn't aim for anything crazy myself. I have been in the 1,000-pound club before, which means my total of my squat, bench, and deadlift did add up to over 1,000 pounds. That was carried a little more than I'm happy with by the bench press. I wish it's a little embarrassing how much that was carried by my bench press. But yeah, my SBD would be a best squat was around 360, best bench is around 300, 310-ish, and best deadlift was around 405. But I never really tried to like train specifically for squat or deadlift. I was really a bencher. No, the squat was not carrying. My bench there's no world where my bench should be like 50 pounds away from my squat. That is a messed up number. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a chest specialist. I really am. I bench interesting too. I don't do, so that goal also was not a standard power lift. That was a very strict bench. I do close grip and I do almost zero bounce, zero arch. So that was like a zero bounce, zero arch, close grip bench press of around 300, 310 pounds was my best. Bencher, I hardly know her. Yeah, so Sclimbo dancing in the woods like a Disney princess with a power gut. I don't have a power gut because I am natty. I don't take steroids. Never have. Good info on the sinus sickness stuff. I got a sinus infection once. It was so bad, the doctor said it could dislocate my jaw. Ooh, yeah. I mean, if it gets to that extreme, definitely be careful. But yeah, no, I was never interested in chasing deadlift and squat really that much. Like, you can very easily get higher numbers than that. Bench, I'm proud of, don't get me wrong. But I very much did focus on bench, and it took me a long time to get there. Quite a while. Sounding like Mrs. Frizzle for real. Yeah, Mrs. Frizzle kind of jacked. All right, let's see. I fear I'm starting to get a little tired of making brickin' tacos with my brickin'. What are some other ways to use brickin' for maximum tastiness? Now, isn't this something I know about? All right, cool. Best thing about brickin', as you know, is the versatility. So for anyone who doesn't know the spiel about the brickin', the point is not to necessarily eat it all at once, but to split it up into fourths and then eat it throughout the day, like sprinklings or toppings on things. So other options, right? Put your brickin' in a pasta, make a simple spaghetti, and just sprinkle some brickin' in at the end, and it'll get heated up by the pasta, or you can heat it up in the microwave beforehand, or like with the pasta if you wanted to, or something like that, right? You could put brickin' on top of salads, almost like a Cobb salad with chicken. Instead, you You can put the Bricken on top. You can put Bricken in soups to make them heartier. So my bean soup that I always have, my bean and like corn soup, put Bricken right in that. I'm gonna have that literally after stream. Great way to use Bricken and get it in there. Tons of things you can do. Tacos is a great one. Tostadas is a great one. Put it in a burrito, right? You can just honestly split up the Bricken in a line because it's already in a brick form, right? So split that brick in half and now you have 2 lines of chicken that perfectly fit in a burrito. So you can do burritos with it. You can do anything. Like, think of it as just a general meat and expand your horizons that way would be my recommendation. Is this the Sumerian fertility idol? Yeah, no, but hey, what's up? What's going on, Pie Man? Eat it all at once with your hands. I mean, you can take a whole Bricken and put some gravy over it. I will point out that most store-bought gravy is like 25 calories per serving. It's actually super low in calories. You can 100% just put gravy on Bricken and eat it straight. What's Bricken? Oh, brick chicken, my specialty. This is my way to get protein. I just take a entire pound of ground chicken, do nothing to it, and put it in the oven. And then it's just a brick of chicken you can use and put in anything. Would you recommend Dino Brickens? Yeah, I think Dino Nugget Bricken's pretty cool. Let me take a drink. Store-bought gravy? I am not a fancy man. I enjoy Taco Bell, all right? I'm not a fancy man. I'm very simple to please. I will eat anything except vegetables. Yeah, put some Bricken in chat. Okay, I saw something recently. I was looking at my analytics, and I saw that you guys are using Bricken in like 1,000 other Twitch channels. Like, the use of the Bricken emote in my analytics was insane. So keep it up, everyone. The Anunnaki helped build the pyramids brick by brick. Sclimbo's here building up the food pyramid. Interesting, Hyoto. Interesting observation. So true and interesting. We must spread the Bricken. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of grocery store slop sometimes. Like I've always said, I think the 58-cent grocery store mac and cheese goes kind of hard. I think grocery store cheesecake goes kind of hard. I think grocery store donuts go kind of hard. I'm all about cheapness because here's my thing, right? DoorDash is great. I'm a frugal man. I don't live off much. Because I enjoy free time more than I enjoy money, honestly. But, you know, DoorDash, very expensive, right? $20, $30 to get anything. Or if you go to the grocery store, you can stretch $20, $30 really far. Especially if you buy like store brand stuff, you can make tons of cool meals. Good example. You probably saw it on Twitter, that sheet pan that I put out, right? The sheet pan that had the chicken thigh, chicken quarter, the potatoes, onions, garlic. You know how much that cost me? That cost me like $7. And that's like the rest of that 7. I can have that like 4 more times. Because I got on sale, I had 4 full chicken leg quarters for $4 because they were about to expire. So I just used one and froze the rest. And then 1 potato was like less than $1, and 1 onion's like less than $1, and 1 thing of garlic's like less than $1. You just put it in a pan, cook it. Huge meal for like $7. So you can have crazy stuff if you just kind of like pick from the grocery store like it's the candy aisle. I always tell people, like, get excited. Go to the grocery store and act like a kid in a candy store. Get excited and be like, whoa, like, what do I want to put together? Like, what do I want to get? Hey, Flamebird, thank you so much for the bits. Oh, wait, that was from 8 minutes ago. I think I said thank you to that one. I just saw it pop up again for some reason. I think it's behind is what happened. I used to get a whole apple pie and eating it in one sitting. Oh, my God. Bricken meal prep services. We mail a Bricken to your door in a box. The box is also Bricken. True. Plantains are yummers. We cook full leg quarters for our dogs. It's a lot cheaper. Yeah, just get excited in the grocery store. Get really excited in the grocery store. I highly recommend it. Oh, there's a couple here that got skipped. Let's see. Thoughts on Ring Fit's effectiveness? We did actually talk about that. I do think it's great. Very cardio focused, but very good. What's your opinion on peptides for the very active powerlifters / bodybuilders? You know, I don't know too much about peptides. I actually thought that they were... So this was something we learned a couple streams ago, because I was under the impression that peptides were only illegal substance right now and were not available over the counter. I can't verify anything about them because I haven't looked into it. I don't take shit. I take creatine and that's it. That's my opinion. I'm not taking shit. I'm very much of the opinion that unless you're in competition, and even then it might be illegal. I don't know. If you're in an untested league, obviously it wouldn't be illegal, but if you're in a tested league, it probably gets picked up on your blood test or P test for a tested league. So I'm of the opinion of like, listen, why risk anything if you're not chasing a specific, like, you know, competition? Why risk anything, right? There's really no reason besides just being bigger, which is cool for its own right, but I don't need to take a substance to do that. I'm generally of the opinion, like, I want to see someone be 30, natty, and have lifted for 10 years before they consider taking anything. Like, hit your natty limit first, then you can consider taking stuff, is generally my opinion. I don't really fault anyone, though. I think, like, being big's cool. Don't get me wrong. I think there is a choice that people can make to go on substances that I wouldn't poo-poo. I'm like, I think that's pretty rad, actually. They're trying to ascend humanity. I don't know enough about peptides and the downsides to talk about it. I was under the impression that these were not available over the counter until 2 weeks ago, so I have not looked into it. But I'd like to. Hey, Fluffy, today I'm going to get 2 potatoes. Nice, yes. Depending on the size, I believe like 260 grams of a medium potato is like 230 calories. Something like that. Yeah, going to the grocery store is like shopping for Legos. It is. You can make a really cool spaceship out of the 2 sets. Yeah. Yams, sweet potatoes, or potatoes? Potatoes, but sweet potatoes are probably the right answer. But I like potatoes. Have you tried microwave baked potatoes? Sure have. Sure have, Polly. Big fan. I can't be big due to genetics, but I enjoy big people. Oh, you can be big, Pie. You can be big. Genetics probably don't hold you back. It probably is food that holds you back. So don't get me wrong. At the high ends, let me talk a little bit about genetics. All right, this idea of genetics in weightlifting. Genetics matter, but not in the way you think. Genetics matter a lot at the very high end of competition. So, for example, right, there are people that just have the right bicep insertions, the right, fibers, phasing, and stuff like that to look the best. So at the very, very high end of competition, like we're talking Mr. Olympia, yeah, genetics matter. For 99% of people, no, genetics don't matter. What matters is the food, and you're probably not eating enough. That's usually the case. There's no world where people can't be big because of genetics. You're just not eating enough. I mean, I'll put it this way, right? I've worked with 60 or 70 different clients before. Do you know how many times I've heard, oh, I can eat whatever I want and can't gain weight? You know how many times I've heard that? And how many times it's been true? 0. Because it just turns out that whatever they wanted wasn't much food at all. So when I have them actually track their calories, what turns out is happening is they'll be like 6 foot tall dudes who are like, oh, I can eat whatever I want. I can eat like a pig and I'll never gain weight. And you know what they do? They eat for 3,000 calories for one day. They'll have like a whole pizza and think they're monsters, have 3,000 calories for one day and then not eat the next day. Big surprise, they're not gaining weight, right? No, gaining weight, just like losing weight, is going to be consistent effort. Looking at your calories very strictly. And when it doesn't work, you go up. That's what you do. Genetics matter when you're doing everything else perfectly, yes. But sustaining being huge is very expensive. Don't get me wrong. Just starting to make breakfast. Hey, Cheesy, welcome in. Very expensive. Like, powerlifters, you have to spend a lot on protein, a lot on food. Food costs a lot of money. But all to say that it is definitely possible for you to get big. It's going to be a food thing, for sure. If you're not getting big on what you're eating, you have to eat more. That's the reality of it. That's the science of it. No? Just finished my shoulder and arm day. Nice, Teddy Bear. How'd it go? Did you do good? As a 6'1"er, I just eat in acceptable amounts. I better enjoy the kick-ass metabolism while I have it. Yeah, another fun fact, another common misconception, your metabolism doesn't like go down until your 60s. It stays pretty much the same between your like 20s and 60s. It doesn't start decreasing until then. And even then it just starts decreasing pretty slowly based on new information that we have. Most of the reason why people feel like their metabolism slows down is because they stop moving. Like they stop, moving around as much. Is very much the main one. So if you keep up a consistent level of exercise, your metabolism will stay the same for most of your life. Great pump and awesome vibes. Hell yeah. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. But yeah, I don't want to, that might have sounded a little aggressive, but I just want to be very clear on that like, yeah, you absolutely, genetics are not holding you back. You can get big. Like it is very possible for you to get big, very possible. A lot of thyroid issues and lack of movement. Yes, thyroid issues are a big one. So hypo and hyperthyroidism absolutely affect the metabolic equation. They can make it so that your body's burning more than expected or less than expected. However, that doesn't mean the laws of thermodynamics change. So while I would recommend going to a doctor and getting, appropriate medication to solve that problem, it still doesn't stop you from gaining or losing weight. It just makes it more difficult. Because on one end, it just means you have to eat even more than you should. On the other hand, it means you have to eat even less than you should. That one can cause some problems because I've definitely been in situations where I've had clients who were already individuals who didn't have a very high maintenance calories because they were like, a small woman, for example, right? Like a shorter woman who doesn't have a lot of body weight is going to have much lower calorie requirements. Then if you add thyroid issues on top of that, you can run into a scenario where the calories to lose weight or maintain are so low that you run into nutrient problems. You're not able to actually get all the nutrients you need out of those calories. So then it's like, that's the worst one. But on the other side, yeah, you can absolutely out eat either of those. So, hey, Scalia, what's going on? Compared to how active I was in school, no wonder I could eat whatever. Yeah, that's a big thing. Like, people are more active when they're younger. And obviously, puberty is a different story. You're effectively, you know, your metabolism's crazy when you're in puberty and stuff. But no, you just, most people, same thing as losing weight, right? It's the same exact advice I give to the people who say, you know, oh, I'm eating nothing and I'm, you know, not losing any weight. You're probably eating more than you think. Because the laws of thermodynamics do not change. It's likely that there's calories coming in somewhere that you're not counting or not expecting, whether it be from oils or sodas or add-ons or little snacks you're not counting that add up and things like that, or misidentifying nutrition labels. That's a big one, right? Mismeasuring things. Generally, there have been studies on the psychology of food that when we think we're taking peanut butter, for example, right? We think we're taking 2 tablespoons, we're actually taking 3 or 4, right? Doubling the calories. So there's a lot of psychological stuff going on there to trick people into thinking that they're eating what they're eating, but they're not. Everyone is often wrong about how much they consume. That we've studied over and over and over again. But it goes for the other side too, right? If you feel like you're not gaining weight, like can't do it, you're just not eating enough. You just got to take a look at it and be like, I need to stuff more in my goddamn mouth, you know? I have the opposite problem. I never get to eat what I want. I was a big boy. Yeah, me too, Teddy Bear. I was also a big Sclim before fitness. My body wants to eat 6,000 calories a day. I can't let it do that. So I'm also that way. We follow the laws of thermodynamics in this chat. We sure do. We sure do. The one that kills me is sauce. I love sauce. But you know what? You don't have to give up sauce. There's a lot of sauces that are low calories. Turn yourself onto hot sauces. Turn yourself onto marinara sauces. Aren't that bad? There's even a line of really good ones in most grocery stores that are like 0 sugar, almost 0 calorie sauces. Ketchup's only 20 per serving. So there's ways to enjoy sauces. You just, you know, don't get the 200 calorie creamy Italian ranch or something, you know? Let me drink. When I first started counting calories, the biggest shock was when adding sauces. Yep. Sauces and oil are crazy because like I never really did this because I wasn't much of a cook. But when people make anything and they put like butter in the pan or they put like olive oil in the pan, hey, a tablespoon of olive oil is 120 calories. If you're just pouring it straight, you might be putting 3 tablespoons in and have no idea. And you've just gone ahead and added like 300 to 400 calories of oil into your food. All right. And that's like your deficit for the day. So please be aware of that. Hot sauce is the only way I can get my eggs down. Yeah. Well, you know, Teddy, you can also switch up the diet because I know how it is when you're eating the same thing over and over and over again. But hot sauce with the eggs does go crazy. That's a staple. Love hot sauce. Love how the cal sauces, of course, but I'm sucker for mayo-based sauces. Yeah. And you could have like a little mayo, right? Light mayo. You can always, one big trick for sauces is mix things with Greek yogurt. Mix things with like 0-fat Greek yogurt, and you can like get a flavored sauce, sweet or savory, and have a lot of protein with it as well, and it's lower calories. Mayonnaise is healthy, I've decided. Well, that's good for you that you've decided that. That's really good for you. If I knew, let's see, this much about nutrition at 07, I would have been able to slam dunk at 5'4". No way, that would be healthier. I was on a really restrictive diet a couple of times where I could have no sugar. I wasn't even allowed ketchup or BBQ. Ooh, was that like a health thing or just not a good diet? Because that sounds like just not a good diet, but it could be for health reasons. Would you say beef tallow is better to use than butter? No. I'd say probably pretty equal. I think you're probably getting saturated fat in good amounts from both of them. I'd say they're probably pretty equal, yeah. One of the best, I would say the best oil you could use is olive oil. That would be, but I don't think it matters that much. Like olive oil is great. Don't get me wrong. I think it's the best thing you can use, but it's not like using butter or beef tallow will kill you. As long as you're, you know, eating a proper number of calories and you're making sure your nutrition is balanced, totally fine to use that stuff. Same for meat, you know? Cheap on calories, there's hundreds of sauces. There are. Go to the sauce aisle. Have some fun. I wish there was just a sludge package of nutrients I could slurp to get me more of the stuff I need. Yeah, there are things like that. They're not the best, though. Tapatio or Tabasco. Yeah, Jamaican hot sauces. Nice. Extra virgin. It's for health issues. Got you. Yeah, if a doctor gave it to you, then that's one thing. But a 0 sugar diet, for me, generally hearing that's like an alarm, right? It's a red flag diet. But if it's for medical reasons, that makes sense. The worst thing I ever did was when I went carnivore. Oh, I'm sorry. Did that whole red meat, eggs, and fruit thing. Felt great for a few days. The cravings were crazy. Yeah, don't do carnivore. Don't do carnivore. We're omnivores for a reason. Carnivore's, you know, silly. Yeah, there's a lot of fad diets like that will not stand the test of time. They'll come back and they'll leave and they'll come back, but they are not going to stand the test of scrutiny or time. But yeah, don't do carnivore. You're going to miss a lot of nutrients. Let's see. 2 other questions here that are sneaking in. I don't know why they're sneaking under this authorized sender one, but I guess they are. Omnivore, Omni-Man, definitely by doctor's orders. All right, gotcha. Yeah, doctors supersede me always. What's your favorite game genre? RPGs, actually. I never play them on stream, and I never will, because I can't play story-based games when I'm live. I'll go crazy, because I want to enjoy the story, but like I'll yap and talk too much. But RPGs, JRPGs are usually my favorite. I've tried to play a lot of JRPGs. I do play a lot of action RPGs too. Big fan of that. I do like Souls games a lot. We'll probably stream Souls games at some point. Eating a grapefruit while standing on my head at 3 a.m. while humming the national anthem won't make the pounds melt away. Well, it might at some point, but only if you're doing other stuff, you know? I stopped consuming added sugar for a month. I felt better by the end, but haven't done it since. Yeah, if you stop eating a lot of sugar, you end up like, you know, not wanting sugar as much. Thoughts on Hylix 1 and 2? I never played them, but I was aware of them. I've played 2 or 3 Bravely Default games. I played Bravely Default 1 and 2, and was there... Wait, Bravely 2nd, Bravely Default... Wasn't there a... Yeah, there was Bravely 2nd, Bravely Default 2, and then Bravely Default Zero's coming out, I believe. Play raw games you've beaten on before stream, then not fresh new ones. Yeah, but I still can't, because I have like a brain worm where I have to keep talking on stream. I cannot be quiet for more than 5 seconds, so I cannot play cutscenes because I just talk over them. I go crazy. Like, if I shut up for 5 seconds, I start feeling it like a pressure building in my body. Like, it needs to come out. I'm like, no, I have to talk, no. So I like can never stream RPGs. Like, the Trail series is one of my favorite series of all time. I will never stream it. You'll have to kill me. I will never stream it because I just could not do that stream. I'd go crazy. That's Octopath Zero. Gotcha. Oh, sorry, Octopath Zero. Yeah. Yeah, the yap hose needs to be loose. Yeah, I did answer the Ring Fit question. It's great. It's very heavy on cardio, not amazing for muscle building. Very good cardio, though. It's great. Let's see. You talk about weights and a bench if you want to train at home, but what would actually be a good bench? What options / features should it have, preferably for future-proof? I'm sure there's a lot of slop being sold for cheap. Prefer not to waste my money. Yeah, you know, benching doesn't have a very high bar to entry because at the end of the day, it's just something that can take weight that you lay on. I think one thing that's important if you want to spend a little more money is getting an adjustable bench so it can raise into an incline position and a decline position. That's really the only feature I'd look for personally. So if it can take the weight, it's rated for the weight, and it can go into an incline or decline position with multiple like ratchets, basically, that's the only 2 things I care about. So I use off brands all the time. I don't use like big brand stuff in my gym. I just use like, hey, if it's on Amazon, it's $100 and it's rated for 1,000 pounds, I'll buy it. So just check the weight rating, because the weight rating, you have to consider like your weight and the weight of what you're lifting. So go for like an 800, 1,000 pound bench, and same thing for a barbell if you're going to get one. Obviously, you can get like a combination barbell bench. I think power cages are a really good investment. So you can get those from places like Dick's Sporting Goods for like $400. At least you used to be able to. And you need room for it, obviously, like a garage or something. But it gives you everything all in one. So, you know, when you buy a power cage, it's like $400, but it gives you access to, you know, squatting, deadlifting, benching. You need a weight and obviously a bench. Well, sometimes the bench is built in, but you need like a weight and a bar. But it gives you like pull-ups. It gives you a bunch of room to put attachments that you can buy on afterwards. It's like a gym all in one. Probably the best #1 thing you can buy besides adjustable dumbbells. But yeah, just look for incline and decline. So you can do things like incline bench and decline bench. And you can do like, you know, seated presses and stuff, overhead presses and all that. That's really the only thing I'd look for. I think it's the only important part. How expensive Bravely Default got? Hey, how expensive did it get? I have no idea, actually. No idea. All right, a couple more questions. Big advocate for cable. Cables can be really good. And oftentimes you can buy a secondhand cable machine that will slot into a power cage, because power cages tend to use like semi-standardized like holes. They're not all standardized, and there's often different methods, but like among a lot of different companies, there's like 3 of them, 3 different types, and there will be attachments that you can put on. So you can buy a power cage and then get a cable attachment afterwards from a different company that will work on that cage. And that's a cool way to do it. So you can build over time and kind of like Lego your setup together, you know? So that's one recommendation. What's a way I can deal with muscle imbalance as my left bicep and shoulder is smaller and weaker than my right? Honestly, best thing to do is just lift the same with both. Start with your weaker hand. So this is like my method, but when you start out lifting, one side of your body is just going to be stronger, right? You've used it more, you've never lifted before, it's just going to be stronger. But what I do is just make sure you do everything the same and it'll catch up, right? So when you're a beginner, do everything the same, it'll catch up. I know it won't feel like it at first, but it will, because the level of stimulus you're giving it is going to be so much more than daily living that eventually the one lagging behind will catch up. Now, if you do lift and you have an imbalance, I would say do everything symmetrically, but start with the weaker side and only do that many reps, right? And that will help it catch up. So I do this, for example, with lateral raises. I'm always stronger on my left hand because I'm left-handed with lateral raises, but I'll always start with my right arm, do as many as I can on that side, go to failure, and then only do that many with the left arm. That's what I do to kind of catch up muscle imbalances. That's what I would recommend. Obviously, you're not giving your left arm as much stimulus, but your point is to catch things up to make them symmetrical. So that's not your goal. Hey, Flops, what's up? Good morning to you too. Actually do the same. Make sure you keep up the weaker part of your body. Yeah, they went down. They were like $100 a piece a few years ago. Oh, wow. Geez, secondhand. That's kind of crazy. Still $40 for a copy. Yeah, it's like normal price used. That's not bad at all. But yeah, so I would say just go ahead and start on the weaker side. Start with your weakest side or muscle. And then when you're doing it symmetrically, just make sure to only keep in that rep range. So, you know, say you can do 12 reps of lateral raise with like, I don't know, 15 pounds cable wise on your left arm, but you only do 10 with the right. Do your 10 with your right first, and then only do 10 on the left. And then just once it catches up, make sure they're progressing together. That would be my recommendation. Also check your form. Could be that because of like a hip imbalance or shoulder imbalance, you are favoring one muscle when you do combined stuff, right? So that's one thing that can happen in compound lifting. And this is where you start to, as an intermediate, put in like isolation exercises and things like that. Is honestly, if you like let the form get away from you, you can very much favor one shoulder, one hip, one arm when doing like a bench press or a pull-up, one shoulder, for example. You can definitely favor one side over the other when doing compound lift. So you always just have to keep aware of that and recheck if you're doing that. And then sometimes you can add in accessories and isolation exercises to try and round that out, would be my recommendation, to make sure it doesn't happen. Happened to me. Absolutely has happened to me. I think I ended up like putting way more on my left shoulder or right shoulder, and it hurt the other one for a while when I was doing bench pressing when I was really young back in the day and I didn't really know what I was doing. Definitely was a thing. I suffered from this when squatting. My right side was favored. Yeah, my left side comes up because my hips are a little out of place. My left hip is higher, so my left hip likes to come up a little more when I squat, and I have to be very careful about that. And I use bands sometimes to like turn myself into a contraption to avoid that. All right, next question. Do you have any advice on how to phase out / cut down sugar cravings in a sustainable way? The urge to do the all or nothing approach, it makes me miserable. It doesn't work. It's too real. That's so true. I would say don't make sugar to be a villain. Just lean on 0-calorie sugar sweetener things, and also just like limit, but don't eliminate, right? Or go to fruits is a big one as well. So I would say like, don't not have a candy bar, but start going for like the 0 sugar candy bars. Start going for Halo Top over normal ice cream. Start hitting Jello, start hitting Greek yogurt and things like that. Just slowly cut down on the amount of sugar. If you're drinking soda, go 0 sugar sodas, right? Just try and reduce it. Don't go the all or nothing, because that is like guaranteed to not work with sugar. Sugar's in everything. It's really hard to avoid it. There's no reason to avoid it. And when you do have it, if you try and go all or nothing, it will trigger binge. It definitely will. But the best way to avoid that is don't treat it as evil. Just treat it as something you want to cut down on, right? 0 approach is always kind of a bad idea. Use honey instead. That's true. That could help a little bit. Just be careful of the amount of honey you're putting in. A lot of calories in that, or as much as sugar, more or less. Make my soda syrups from honey. Saturday night's movie and Halo Top night. Yeah, Halo Top's great. It's kind of expensive, but you can have a whole pint for like 400 calories. So it's really, really, really good. But yeah, so switch to fruits too, because that is sugar. That'll help the cravings. But yeah, the big one is just lean on artificial sweeteners for a bit. Sugar cravings will kind of clear fast, almost like caffeine tolerance. So I've always found that like a couple weeks and I won't want sugar as much. Even a couple days even, like, you know, the day after I eat a big candy bar, I want another big candy bar. But 4 days, I kind of get back in things. What worked for me is just finding my highest source of sugars, cutting just that out. Yeah, exactly. You know, switch to 0-calorie sugars for sodas. Switch to water. Switch to something. Might not work for everyone, but works for a lot of people. Yeah, it tastes better than diet. Yep, 0 sugar sodas are diet sodas technically. But yeah, definitely lean on that. So just find things that are sugary or even have sugar in them, but not as much, right? So even a candy bar, right? So put it this way. you have a lot of sugar, if you have like 3 full sugar sodas per day, let's say, and you're drinking a lot of calories that way too, because I don't know the exact stats because I'm not a big sugar soda guy, but I think like a full Coke's like 120 or 160 calories or something. So imagine you're having 3 of those a day. The amount of sugar in that, you're having like 120 grams of sugar a day or something if you're having 3 of those. So like, have a candy bar. There's like 26 grams of sugar in a candy bar. So even though you're eating literal candy, it's way less sugar than a soda. So that's one way to taper down too while still enjoying it. Recently got on Coke Zero and it's rad. Used to not drink soda. We occasionally keep it as a treat. Yep. 157, I think. Don't quote me. You think it's 160? Okay, so I'm close on that. Fun fact, actually, despite being a literal nutrition guy, and that's my job, didn't know that soda had caffeine in it until last year. Didn't know that. Didn't know that soda had caffeine in it until last year. Fun fact. I don't know how that information never made it to me, but it didn't. It never did. I never drank soda when I was younger. I was a water only drinker. I never enjoyed soda. I never looked at it once, right? I assumed that everyone was just drinking sugar drinks. I was just like, yeah, this is a sugary drink. It's not good for kids' teeth. It's not good for their energy levels. Didn't know there was caffeine in there. That's definitely not good for children to have all the time. Oh my God. So damn. And I only found that out because I was trying out drinks for the first time. And I was like, why does this Mountain Dew say it has 75 milligrams of caffeine? Turns out cherry variant sodas are great for covering up artificial sweetener. Oh yeah, definitely. Imagine buying the gold can Coke all the time. Yeah, I never thought soda had it. They try and like hide it in the nutrition info. Cherry Pepsi has more caffeine than normal Diet Pepsi. Oh my God. I have a shelf in my fridge of loads of different zero sugar sodas. Yeah. No, just lean on those. Caffeine's also a great appetite suppressant too, so you can lean on caffeine a little bit. Just be careful. Don't go over 400 milligrams a day. And if you're nowhere close to there, don't get close to there. Just have like 200. Thanks for the hydrate, Hydra. Hey, Hydra, what's up? And the stretchy. I need it. Oh. Gold can Coke is 0 sugar, 0 caffeine. Ooh. Yeah, soda's the big one. So many people just melt weight off from just stopping soda. So big. I am taking care of myself. Thank you. The caffeine-free Pepsi is almost like water. Yeah, the one problem I've run into is like, I've been trying. So like, I didn't even drink caffeine until last year. And I got into energy drinks and I really like them. And they're not like terrible, right? Especially if you limit consumption and you have a good one and stuff like that. So, you know, I've been doing that, but I've been trying to like, okay, say I want to drink, but I don't want to have caffeine because I don't want caffeine all the time. I've been trying to find like a sparkling specifically drink that doesn't have calories and doesn't have caffeine. And I know like, so Gamersupps has the powders that are like that, the non-caffeinated powders that taste really good, but they're not sparkling. They're not like an energy drink, right? So I've been looking around at like the different sparkling waters. Why do they all taste like vinegar? What is it in energy drinks that makes them taste good? I don't get it. Because I'm looking at these ingredients list and the number one ingredient in both of these is sparkling water. But for some reason, energy drinks taste amazing and every sparkling water tastes like vinegar. I hate it. I don't get it. What do you mean I can't have 2 white monsters and pre-workout in a day? Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, watch what you're eating. Oh. Winco sparkling water is good. Sugar, just add sparkling yourself. Soda syrup, probably. Managed to avoid getting headshot by Bang before they went bankrupt. I did. I had a Bang once in my life because my friend was like, have a Bang. And this was when I wasn't drinking caffeine ever. And I think Bang's 300 milligrams. I was like laughing for like 30 minutes. Because keep in mind, I never had caffeine, right? I did no caffeine tolerance at all. And they hit me with 300 milligrams of a Bang just as a joke. And I was just like, I was just giggling it up. I was having so much fun. Carbonation adds acidity. Well, they are carbonated, aren't they? Aren't sparkling waters carbonated? Yeah, they taste like, I don't know, they taste like vinegar, but every energy drink tastes good. So it's something in the energy drinks for sure, because every single one of them tastes good to me. I think Bang would make my brain explode, probably. I have some friends who are like, you know, they're tradesmen, and they have like 800 milligrams of caffeine a day. They're hitting like 2 Bangs and a coffee. It's insane. They're like built out of it. Is this the hottest guy on the internet and the most normal person in SVA? Hey, Joey, it's me. It's Sclimbo. Bangs are crazy, yeah. That's like crazy to sell, actually. It's overly sweet to me and I'm an American. Hey, Joey, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Ever had those caramely energy drinks like Boom? No, never had caramel ones. I guess there's a little caramel in like the Alani New like apple, the witch's brew. There's a little caramel in that. That's like caramel apple flavor, right? I had a friend who would have a Monster mixed with 2 scoops of Pre before every lift. So 6 times a week he ended up with heart palpitations. No, yeah, don't do that. Don't lean on caffeine that much. Hey, what's up, Digby? Don't drink the energy drinks. Friend of mine drank them every day as a kid. Then by 30, had every type of kidney stone. Yeah, but that's the thing. The problem was probably that he was drinking them as a child. Like, there's no... Energy drinks don't necessarily give you kidney stones, especially in limited amounts. He was probably just super drinking them and had a... probably had a sensitivity to oxalate, right? So my dad has that. My dad gets kidney stones from oxalate. That will come from green tea and green tea extract. So most caffeine in energy drinks is based on green tea extract. So if you're, have oxalate based, kidney stones, you'll get them all the time if you have energy drinks. That's why my dad got them all the time. He was drinking Mountain Dew. So yeah, there's reasons, there's times, but for most people, if you're in limited quantities, it's not, and you're drinking a lot and you're hydrated and you don't have a sensitivity to it for kidney stones, you probably won't get them from energy drinks. They won't give you kidney stones if you drink water. Yeah, please drink water. I just, it's really funny. I was looking into like stuff and found out, I didn't realize this. Apparently bottled water wasn't a thing until like the 80s or 90s. Like that wasn't a concept back then. Didn't know that. Everyone just was not drinking water. They were just drinking Coke. Like no one was hydrated in the 70s. And I think that's probably why everyone looked old. That's probably why. Me buying my geologist friend a 10-pack of Monsters so he can add to his rock collection. Yo! Been drinking soda for years, for teenage years, never had kidney stones. Yeah, it's very much like sensitivity based and individual based. I drank so many energy drinks and caffeine growing up. Every checkup doctor say I'm healthy. Worst, I did not recommend 12 in a one day. Don't do that. Don't die, Bubble. That will kill you. Don't do that. They had faucets. Yeah, but apparently they weren't using them. It sounds like the consumption numbers are crazy. Apparently they weren't using them. Hey, Command, how you doing today? Watch some excellent content about a guy who started only eating protein bars, was eating 20 a day. Ooh, unless those are Quest bars. And even if they're Quest bars, that's not going to go well. Reminds me of a friend I had once. I had a friend once who asked me to make him a workout shake. He was like, yeah, I just want like a good, healthy workout shake. Has some fruits, has some vegetables, has some protein in it. Kind of like an optimal meal replacement shake, right? So I was like, cool, cool. And I designed it for him. And then what he didn't tell me was that that's all he was having. He was having that 3 times a day, all he was drinking. It got to the point where he had solid food once and just like had stomach problems because it was his first solid food in like a month. It was crazy. Obviously, we drank from the water hose. Yeah, yeah. They started bottling and selling a basic need. You can get out of the tap. Yummy tap water, my favorite. Yeah, 4 cans of Monster's a bad idea. Give yourself a heart attack. The same guy only did protein drinks for 3 days straight. Yeah, there's really no winning there. You can't rely on one food ever and just be like, yep, that's what I'm eating. Like, we don't have the nutrition brick yet. We sort of do, but like... See, if you eat only Quest bars, you're never going to poop again, no matter what. Because either there's no fiber at all in them and you're never going to poop again, or they're Quest bars, each one of them has 14 grams of fiber and you're never going to poop again. Because at the high end, you're also never going to poop again. You just won't poop, ever. Yeah, I drink like 1 a day and I drink a mini can at that. So oftentimes I'm only having about 100 milligrams of caffeine. At most, I'll have 2, which is 200 milligrams, which is half of the recommended limit. And that's like 2 coffees. Or it's like 2 or 3 coffees worth. So it's like totally fine. Fortunately, my doctor says my heart is healthy. Well, doing it once probably won't kill you. But just don't make it regular, you know? This guy was someone else. He has a lot less intestine in his body. Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it. Tell me you don't know that from experience. I do, actually. Sort of. One time I bought these chocolate bars that were cheap from the grocery store. I ended up binge eating them, and I had like 14 chocolate bars, and I looked and realized they were fiber bars and went, oh no. And then I couldn't go out that night because I was stuck. I was literally had to cancel plans. I was like, I cannot leave the house right now, just to let you know. I walk the line of 400 milligram caffeine, but people who casually drink more without thinking scare me. Yeah, just stay at 400 and try and even taper that down, maybe. You only have them on occasion. Like a living champagne bottle. Yeah, I was a little bricked up, you could say. And not in the fun way, not in the brickin' way. A little bricked up. All right, looks like that's all we got for fitness questions today. So why don't we play some games real quick? I probably won't stay in health and fitness. I'll probably go back to just chatting for this. If you do have any more questions, feel free to throw them in, but I want to play some games for a tiny bit here. And I also think we're coming up on ads again. Hold on, let me check. Back to just chatting. Yeah, we got 5 minutes from ads. Probably a good time. Get them out of the way early though, because we are going to keep going for a little bit. Okay, we're back in just chatting, everyone. I am going to go to ads. I got some hiccups. I'll be right back. And then we're going to play 2 games. We're going to play some Scrandle. Stick around for that. It's going to be really cool. I'll show you what that is. And then we're going to play some Food Guesser for a little bit too, I think. BRB, everybody. See ya on the other side. Stick around. All right, welcome back, everybody. How we doing? I might like try and make myself a little bigger here. I guess I'm still in the Sclimbo reaction corner. Yeah, Zed, listen, I think people should flex. I'm of the opinion that like if you succeed like that, right, you lost 40 pounds in a year, you deserve to flex. I think people who make big achievements deserve to be happy about them and show them off and be proud of them. I'm very pride-pilled. Very pride-pilled. Big fan of that. Don't be humble. Be big. The rest of the team, I mean, I wasn't judging hers. Yeah, you know, I will say this. I guess the last thing, and I don't want to... I think we have a lifestyle issue. Right? Like, there are people... And it's a very common thing, right? And it's just kind of how things work in the West, I would say. But it's like, yeah, there are people who are like, you know, they get up, they haven't slept well, and they immediately go to Starbucks. They have like red line 700 milligrams of caffeine. They're going to go sit in traffic and get pissed off for an hour and then go sit down for 8 hours straight. And then, you know, come home, and the little free time they have, they want to steal back from having to do all that, and then they're going to stay up late and ruin their sleep. Like, it's really not a good cycle. And whatever you can do to get out of it, I think, is my opinion. But I know it's necessary for a lot of people and stuff like that. But at least the caffeine part isn't. But it does suck, because it's like, that's not how we're meant to live. That's not it. We got to be in nature and stuff. We got to be running around and, I don't know, eating soup right by the fire. So I just, it's rough, but there's a lifestyle thing for sure. I love how practical and genuinely positive the community is. Great motivation for working from home. Right as I poo-poo society. But no, I don't mean in a mean way. Like, when I see that, I feel bad. Like, I want to save people from it. Is the way to put it. I want to save people from it. But it is rough. It is for sure rough. Yeah, it is for sure rough. Here, building bad habits very easy, but breaking them is very difficult. Yeah, it's just, you know, a lot of people, I would say, are like redlining all the time, right? Stress, caffeine, anxiety, they're just redlining constantly, lowering their lifespan. And it's not even like their fault, it's the world around them too. Hello, my favorite Egyptian descended VTuber. Hey, Delmire, it's not me. All right, let's play some Scrandle. So what Scrandle is, for people who don't know, is comparing sports game. Okay, so we're not just looking at which food looks better, we're trying to guess which food everybody chose as the better one between price and how good the food looks. But price matters, right? So we have to consider the price of things. There's a ton of pitfalls out there to keep you buying solutions to problems you shouldn't keep having. I agree. That is definitely a stream title. Yeah. I'm not built for 8 to 4:30 job. My God, the benefits of state office job are so worth it. Yeah, you know, we're not built for 8 to 4:30 sitting down. Definitely not. There are nice jobs that are, you know, treat you well and are very comfortable, and the companies are good. But just like, you know, commutes are bad. I think the idea for me of like the back-to-back of like, I'm tired, so I'm mainlining caffeine, and then I'm all hyped up, getting into traffic and angry about it. So I'm redlining my stress. I'm going to blow up. And then I go have to sit silently at a job and like wear tight clothing and sit there and not move for 8 hours. Like, that's the craziest combination of all time. That's like the back-to-back of like a high and a low, a high and a low, a high and a low. Just like asking for cortisol. So, all right, let's play this. A lot of us stay up too late trying to reclaim free time. Yeah, and I get it. I would too. The thing is, I am not above any of that. I would do all of those same things if I was in those situations. Like, I've told people, I'm very honest about this, like, as a fitness professional, and I've said this before, and I think it's relatable in a way, but it's like, listen, if I was doing that, if I had to work 60 hours a week and I had to go into an office and commute that was an hour away, I wouldn't be fit either. Because I would want to say, I am justifying having a yummy snack because I deserve it, and I don't want to work out because I'm tired. Like, I get it. I would probably be that way too. I would have trouble with that too. Absolutely. I kind of saw that coming when I was younger. And what I did was I was like, I know I'm that type of person. I know I probably won't have the willpower to do all those things. Yeah, yummy snack. And I do deserve it. But I was very realistic, and I was like, you know what? I probably have the habits and personality where that would be very hard for me. I'm going to organize my life around fitness so that it's as easy as possible. And that was kind of my thought process. But, you know, as a result of that, there's upsides and downsides. You know, upside being fitness, downside being having money. but hey, we ball. I e-scooter to work. I like that. Yeah, e-scooting to work's really cool. As someone in EST, I often stay up late to spend time with my friends on the West Coast. That's so real. I used to be in like role plays when I was younger where I'd have to stay up till like 2 a.m. because all the West Coast people wouldn't get started till late. Yeah, but you know, it's honestly, it's way rougher to be in like, you know, the UK and then trying to work with people on West and East Coast, you know? Like, I feel bad for Amalfi because a lot of the events we do as SVA are just like literally middle of the night. Not for Connecticut, of course, but yeah, I used to do a lot of role play. I did, yes. I used to do Pokemon role play on forums. Used to do yeah, that sort of stuff. Not like as Pokemon, or sometimes as Pokemon, but yeah, I used to do a lot of Pokemon RP and stuff like that. Everything starts at like 2 a.m. Yep. All right, so let's play some Scrandle. You'll get the idea as we go. I don't think we have a time limit though. Hey Fluffy, what's up? Okay, so here we go. This is the idea. We're comparing the USA to USA. So this is a USA versus USA. And we got to pick what one looks better. But we also have to pick what we think everyone else picked based on price and how good it looks. But I'm also going to choose the one I want. All right, here we go. Hot dog with cheddar, sriracha, flamin' hot Cheetos. That's kind of crazy. $7. I'm cheesy bacon fries all the way. That's an easy win. Easy win. Scrandle 2 bonus round. Wait, usually it told the winner. Why didn't it tell the winner? Of course I did Pokemon. No, not ERP. Digby. RP. Why'd you jump to ERP? I did not do... That is completely different. I go for bacon fries. Yeah, yeah. Breakfast baguette. What is even on that? Oh my god. All right, this is England. Newmarket Town FC. Hash browns. Oh, it's kind of like misplaced. I see what I'm looking at though. The baguette kind of looks good. That is a sad cheeseburger. The bonus round is a free one. Okay. Gotcha. Evil roleplay. No, it was great roleplay. It was very good roleplay, actually. I go breakfast baguette every time. Okay, 54%. Yeah. That's a horrendous cheeseburger. Here's the mushy peas. That's disgusting. That's so disgusting. Oh my god. I do like the pie though. See, I would go easy left if it wasn't for that. For sure here. Yeah, nobody likes mushy peas. Mushy peas would never win. Ever. I don't see a world where mushy peas ever win anything. Now, this is actually... Oh my god, it's $30. Wait, that's 30 euros. But it's US. So isn't that even worse? Why is it so much? I mean, that is a lot of fries, but that is $30. I am never paying that much. Absolutely shitty pizza. There's no way anyone's paying $30. No way. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. All right, we got the Liechtenstein Cup here versus Tottenham Hotspurs. It's like $40 in fries. Like 35 bucks. Are you kidding me? Ain't no way. I mean, of course, everyone's gouging at the ball game. It's a ball game, after all. Of course, everyone's gouging. Let me just make sure everything's, yeah, it's showing on stream proper. Good. Okay. No price data on this one, but we do have an I am reusable cup. Tottenham is so cute. It's like bread slice and sausage for $4.90. Both are sausages. We don't have price data. I mean, this just looks better. Yeah. 50 pizza has a place in my heart. Yeah, it's like school pizza. Pack of mint arrows for 3 euros, or Nashville hot. Yeah, we do. Come on. There are a very wide range of things considered a hot dog. I like the one that's like Norway, where it's just a bun and the hot dog's like 3 times as long. That's my favorite one. I love listening to Americans say British words. Oh, like a Rudy Tooty point and shooty. That's what they call guns, right? I think I spent $8 or $9 for a hot dog at a Twins game. Hiding it in breading makes it more appetizing. Yeah, yeah. Chicken and chips. All right, let's take a look. That's like kind of sad nuggies though from Wembley. Kind of sad nuggies. Mackey's. Wait, no, hold up. That burger's insane. Look at this price difference. For these pitiful nuggets, $8.50. $5. That's a stacker right there. That's a lot of meat. We go there every time. 87. Of course. That's a big win. Ooh, what do we got here? England versus England. We do have Chinese chicken curry. That probably goes nuts. But then we have the Balti pie with no price data. Oh, if there was price data. I'm a big curry enjoyer. $5 for a burger. Yeah, that one's good. Not liking cheese would make me so bad at this. Yeah, they're all cheese. Pie is like £3. All right. It's kind of small though. I like curry a lot. There are peas in there, but I like curry a lot. Ooh, Which one do I think I would go here? I would for sure go here. Which one do I think people will choose? Yep. Is curry in the pie? Oh, never mind. We win. Interesting bun. It's like a soccer bun from Horsham. Matlock. Ew, get those peas out of there. Ew. No one's ever picking mushy peas, by the way. I'm so right about that. Ebbsfleet United 2022. Bratwurst with onions. That looks kind of good. Chicken and chips with piri-piri mayo from Gloucester. Okay. It's Gloucester, right? Not Gloucester. It should be Gloucester, right? That brat? Yeah, get that dog in me. The price is comparable, too. Get that dog in me. No way, really? No way. Is that apple? Oh, it's custard. That looks disgusting. I'm sure it's good, but why is there no apple? Currywurst and bread for 3. Yep. For 3, absolutely. Nice, 8 out of 10. All right. Kind of good scran. Do we have a practice? Yeah, we have an unlimited practice round. Let's rock it. And we'll do some food guesser too. Costco hot dog, my beloved. I've never had one. I've never had Costco food. I should like I should put like Costco trip on Throne because I'm sure there's one near me. Just like 20 bucks. And like I go to Costco and have the chicken bacon, the hot dog, and like the double chunk chocolate cookie. That could be fun. And stream it. We should stream me going to Costco. Oh, thanks for the shirt, Ursi. How's it going? Called sausages, sauce chowies. Did I have anything like that? Name anything funny as a kid? I mean, I still kind of do. I don't call things by their normal names as a bit. So like charcuterie is always charcuterie. I don't even know how to pronounce it properly, but like, you know, the appetizers in French where it's like hors de hors or something like that. I always call those horty-vorties. I call those horty-vorties, and I never will not call them horty-vorties. Get the horty-vorties out. You need the membership? No, let me in. Horty-vorty. Yeah, hors de vorvors or whatever. Yeah, horty-vorties. 5 for Polish sausage and chips or stripped prawn skewer. Where is this? Is that Malaysia? I don't know my flags very well. Could be Malaysia. I'm feeling Malaysia for that. Is that Malaysian flag? I haven't looked at the Malaysian flag for a while. Are you going to be like those cringe vids of guys chatting shit about the chemicals? No, I love chemicals, dude. Chemicals is a meme. Most food is totally fine to eat. I'm come from the scientific background of don't be afraid of any food. Everything in moderation is totally fine, with like some exceptions, right? Like trans fats are generally never good for you, but they're like banned in most things. Nah, chemical it up, man. Whatever gets you to a healthy weight. That matters way more than anything. Penang is Malay. Okay, so maybe Malaysian then. Also, the way Scott YK says chemicals is the only way I hear it when written. You know, that's 50 cents. I would buy instead. Yeah, I'm going here. Oh, that's a loss though. I would buy prawn skewers. I'd buy like 30 of them. Macroplastics. Hell yeah. Yeah, listen. I hate prawns. District 8 reference. District 8, or is it District 9? District 9 reference. Processed foods designed for you to eat it. Yeah. Yo, jerk chicken? Well, processed foods also designed for you to want more. That's the real danger of it. Gonna eat a tub of red 40? Yeah, don't do that. Jerk chicken and rice, chicken burger. Yeah, jerk chicken and rice for 9. Absolutely. Rice looks banger. Absolutely. Wheeldstone FC, unidentified scran. It's like a rare object, unidentified scran. What could it be? Unidentified scran with a drink versus chicken goujongs? I don't know how to say that. That is really sad for 6 though. For 6 of the biddies. I don't know what they're called. That's bacon cheese. Yeah, I'm gonna just take the unidentified scran, I guess. I love when you say chemicals that are not natural, then you realize same shit's in carrots. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, look at those. National's cooking it up. That's all I'm saying. We go US most times. I do agree. Avro Spitfire that does look pretty good though. They're comparable price. Ooh, wait, this is hard. Oh, the nachos look amazing, but that's a nice burger with fries. That's tough. This is such a toughie. This must be close. I'm gonna go nachos, but that looks really appealing. This is gonna be close. It wasn't. Wow, most people burger enjoyers. Dude. Sausage and haggis toasty. Yes. This is Scotland. Scotland! All right, we're going here. Yeah, we love haggis in this household. Chicken burger's so good. Woo, what is that? That is huge for 6 versus sad cheese. That's not even a question. Come on. We love hags. What do we got here? Pot meat rectangular pizza from Brazil versus hot dog no price data from England. I mean, really? That's $2. Come on. That's $2. That was $2. Lamb Rogan Josh. Is that like the new podcast? Like the podcaster? Josh Rogan? That's not his name. Or a double cheeseburger. Half rice, half chips. You know what? As nice as that burger looks, look at the price. I love Rogan Josh. Look at the price. Yeah, color is the cheat code. Would you brown or green, red, and yellow? You never green. You never green. Unless it's curry. That looks really good. Left looks kind of insane for half the price. But double cheeseburger, it's a pretty big patty. The price? How are people feeling? I'm gonna go here. All right, yeah, kind of close though. Kind of close though. BBQ pulled pork. Look at that. Look at that cheese. Look at the spread. Ooh. This is bad for me. The food, looking at food, I need to do it at the end of stream because I am getting testy right now. I'm so invested. Yeah, posture. Everyone lock in. Everyone lock in. It's like you see the BBQ pulled pork and everyone's just like, lock in. Like zooming in. Like, oh, hold on. Hold on. Metagaming. Metagaming. Yeah, that's 15 bucks. We go here every time. Easy. Do not shrimp. Unshrimp yourself. Donor meat and chips and Thai noodles for crispy chicken balls from England. Both from England. A lot of England because it's grand, but ooh, that price is comparable. Thai noodles got meat. Crispy chicken balls. Donner's looks kind of good. Both look pretty good. Ooh, it's spiced lamb. I would go here for the uniqueness. Okay, that's fair though. That's totally fair though. 6 out of 10. Give me another practice round. 3-in-1 chicken tray from IRL, from in real life. Wow, no, it's Ireland. Versus England's Met Police full hog burger. All right, hold on. You're going to have to convince me not to click full hog. My shirt literally says it. No, that was close though. I'm full hog. Unidentified scran is back on the menu. Vegan hot dog and loaded fries. 13 for all that. It's not bad. Going here though. They hate the unidentified scran. They hate it. Burger, vegan pie and chips. Yeah, burger. Meat pie. Chicken, mushroom, and spinach pie. No, that's not real. People did not take mushy peas. Fake. Ooh, ew, disgusting. 92.43. What's a Wigan? Wigan kebab. What is that? Wait, what are they doing here? Why is there a pie inside those buns? Oh, whoa, hold on. Look at this tiki masala, though. Pie mash and liquor summers. They put a pie in a buddy. What's up? Oh, in the buddy. Pie in the buddy. Yeah, sorry. Tiki masala. Green loses. Currywurst and fries. Cheeseburger loaded fries. Comparable price. Both from Europe. This is a toughie. I'm going cheeseburger. Looks bigger. Please do not mock my culture. I'm sorry. I mean, like, historically speaking, I'm allowed to because I'm also ethnically Anglo. I'm allowed to, okay? I love that stuff. Have you never seen the Wigan kebab? No. I've never tried putting a pie in a bap. I don't know what a bap is. Okay, Neanderthal, calm down. I'm allowed, all right? I'm allowed. As a Brit, I give you permission. Yeah, I should have permission. I fought a war for that. I fought a war for permission, damn it. Gloucester Monster Burger versus Burger. That's a good price for a double patty. I like that. That's nice. Curry chicken or salt and pepper crispy chicken loaded fries. Kind of cool. Coventry Blaze, USA. The price is kind of high, but I'm going to go here. Yeah. I'm an honorary Brit. Oh, no. I mean, I'll take it. I'm not opposed to any cultures. I'll take it. I'll collect all the honorary things. You know, that could be cool. Listen, I went to Scotland and I really liked haggis, so that should make me like honorary Scottish too, right? 2 slices of pizza for a cheap price or Chinese box. I don't know what that slop is, but it looks good. I want it. Oh, I haven't had Chinese food in so long, actually. Nice. All right, let's do some food guesser real quick. RQ. Haggis pizza sounds insanely good. So good. Okay. So let's talk about food guesser. Welcome. Now you have bad teeth and enjoy mushy peas. No, I don't. Nuh-uh. Let's talk about food guesser. It's sick. I have had black pudding. Yes. I went to Scotland and the first thing I did was like give me the full breakfast with like black pudding and haggis. You know, like the English breakfast, but like the Scottish version. Loved it. Listen. People, here's the problem, right? People like to talk bad about English food, UK food. That's my ethnicity going farther back. Of course I like it, right? It's simple. It works. I'm a big fan. All right, let's play food guesser. So the goal here is to analyze the ingredients and decide what country this food is from. I'm actually pretty goated at this sometimes. But now that I've said that, I won't be. But I am kind of goated. Hold on, let me pull up. I do need a map of the world to get countries right because there's border problems here. So let me just grab that real quick. I need a map of the world. Map of the world. Don't worry, I have a geography degree, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm bad at it all. Don't worry, it won't help. Here's my world political map. Okay, let's do it. Let's put it back on screen. Yeah, all right. Let's rock. I'm good at this sometimes, but I haven't played in a long time, so I used to be pretty good at it. I'm used to be pretty good at it. Let's go. Daily game. All right, lock in. Woo, and you're free to help, just like GeoGuessr. We got potatoes, neeps, sweeter rutabaga, butter, salt, pepper, chives, onions. Traditional accompaniment made by mashing together potatoes and rutabaga called swede with a generous amount of butter. This looks, yeah, I would say Central Eastern European or Scandinavian. I'm gonna go now. I will say I have a rule. Usually if there's an ingredient that I don't know, I go Africa. So neeps I've never heard of, and usually when I don't hear an ingredient, I go Africa. I do think this is Polish or Romanian though. I kind of agree with that. Let's just hazard Poland. Warm, all right, but we're going east. We're going west. We're going west. So not Poland. It's actually more west, which makes me think maybe it is North Africa. Let's take a look. So we got, it's warm too. It's not hot. I can't unsee it. Yeah. Hey, Leon, what's up? Sounds like a bad bubble. So if not Poland, what if this is like Balkan? What if we go, let's throw out like a Macedonia. Let's throw out like a Macedonia. 4 guesses. Do we have Macedonia? Do we have Northern Macedonia? Wait, North Macedonia? Clapshot, it's called. This is GeoGuessr with food, yeah. It might be Scotland. You think it might be Scottish? That would actually work with the... Okay, damn. Got cooked on that one. Potatoes, eggs, sour cream, kolbas. This is Polish. This has to be Polish. Okay, close. Close. South. Okay, usually the rule... This is, I would say, yeah, directly south. This might be Balkan, actually. This might be Balkan, like Romania, Bulgaria, or down there, like Serbia or something like that. Let's throw out a, let's just throw out like, God, I don't know. Someone who said Burkina Faso. Where did I just see that? Where did I just see Burkina Faso? Slovakia? Let's go Slovakia. Try that. Rakot Crumply. It borders Slovakia. Good guess. Really good guess. All right, where's our Slovakia? That's 9. Really hard to zoom in here. So it borders it south. 9, 11 would be Hungary. That makes sense. Let's go Hungary. Nice. Hungary. Flour, sugar, yeast, butter, milk, eggs, almonds, cinnamon, brown sugar, powdered sugar. Interesting. Something like this. Laminated dough, similar to croissant. I like to say Italy, France right off the bat. I'm hungry. How do you know? Hey, me too. I say Italy, France right off the bat. Usually when you see this sort of baked thing, although cinnamon can be tricky sometimes. Sometimes cinnamon will be a surprise India. But powdered sugar, vanilla extract, almond paste too. I think this is Western Europe. Let me go France. Throw in France. Cold. Dead cold. You know what? This could be American. You're right. This could be Southern. I think you're right. This is American. Bear claw. You're so right. Danish. That's why I was getting confused. It was a Danish pastry in America. That's the invention. It's always tough with America, right? Because it's like, was it invented in America? Or is it from a European source? Not bad. We keep playing. Not bad. Super foodie. Almost there. What's a new daily game? Plate off, compare dishes. That's like Scramble, I guess. I like just playing again in practice. Mike Law. Flour, semolina, sugar, butter, eggs, salt, vanilla extract, cinnamon, nuts. This might be... Oh, this might be like Middle East. Ooh. Simply must go and eat your kitchen. Thank you for coming by, Phoebe. If you can come by tomorrow, I'll see you there. But if not, have a good one. This could be Middle East. This could be... Yeah, no, see, America actually invented everything. That's the real trick. Everything that you eat is actually we invented. Yeah, so don't worry about it. It's all really from the US, every food, but it doesn't, it doesn't understand that. This is really hard. I'm like Africa, Middle East, maybe. But it also could be like random. Let me look at a map. Where do I want to? I want to like throw out Turkey almost. Ice cold Turkey. Okay, maybe this is Asian. Maybe this is Chinese. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we're in Southeast Asia. Belikoi. Is this Filipino? This... I don't think there's the ingredients to suggest Filipino, but I'll try it. Let's try Philippines. Okay, it was Philippines. Yep, it was Philippines. That was a tough one, actually. Usually there's a lot of Filipino tell ingredients, like pandan leaf and a few other things, like milk, coconut milk, rye bread, butter, onion, smoked sausage, mustard. I mean, that's like literally a sandwich. German, Austrian, go German. Easy, cotton butter. Veal, eggs, flour, breadcrumb. Okay, veal, this has got to be France or Italy. Spain, going France. Ooh, baby! Germany. Wiener Schnitzel! We're killing it now. Arrow leaf elephant ear root. This is Africa, I have to say. Chicken. Yeah, this gotta be Africa, but where? Taro root. Actually, arrow leaf, taro root. It could also be Southeast Asia. Let me throw in Africa. Yeah, I'm kind of good at food guesser sometimes. Let me throw like I want to throw Ethiopia. Libya, Algeria, Sudan. I want like North Africa, like just as like a guiding point. Maybe go like North Africa, just see where we're at, you know. Here, let me throw out like an Egypt. That's crazy, but ice cold. Okay, we're in Southeast Asia. Go Malaysia. It's ice cold Malaysia. Oh, if it's ice cold in both of those, could be islands. Could be like Oceania Islands. Chicken though. Could this be? Hold on. New Zealand? Nope. Okay, it's not that. That's always a rare one that can happen. I guess I don't think it could be ice cold if it's in South Africa. So it's not Africa. It's probably not Asia on continent if it's ice cold. That makes US like the... Oh, no, this South America. Nah, here's what we do. Here's the other trick. Yeah, okay. Here's the other trick with GeoGuessr or Food Guesser. Everything is from Brazil. That's the other trick. Every food that you can't figure out is Brazilian. South America jump scare, because South America is the hardest one to figure out. There's a lot of cuisine there. So this is the absolute Brazil jump scare. That's why it borders. So you always go Brazil. This might be Venezuelan. In fact, I'm going to go hard on Venezuela. Yeah, oh, Suriname. Not Venezuela. Decidedly not. This is, there's literally Meiji butter in the picture, but this is maybe not Japanese. Okay, it's red bean paste. Yes, it is. Don't trust the pictures. Sometimes they can be misleading, but this is Ogura toast. Japan's tends to be easy for me because I've eaten everywhere there. Chicken blood, garlic, vinegar, onion, chili pepper. Ooh, maybe North Africa. I'm willing to go Ethiopia. Hard call. Ice cold. All right. Okay, chicken blood. Where else do they have that? Garlic, vinegar, onions. I guess those are more... Let me go with like a Spain. Sangrecita. Sounds South American. Brazil. There's the Brazil border. Let's go. Colombia. Ooh, it's South Colombia. Okay. This has to be Ecuador. Gotta be Ecuador. Gotta be Ecuador. Mexico? I mean, it could be. Now we got Peru. Ah, it's Peru. Kind of sounds Scotland. Yeah, I guess they have blood pudding. Ooh, urad dal, fenugreek seeds, grated coke. Oh, this is tricky because I would say this is caucus, but grated coconut throws that way off, but it is optional. My first guess would be like Caucasus, but grated coconut makes me think Filipino or Malaysian or Indonesian. Let's see. Salt, grease molds, hot coconut chutney and sambar. It's got to be India or Bangladesh, Pakistan. Okay, Sri Lanka and India. Nice. Nice. Beets, potatoes, carrot, pickles. This is Central European. We have sauerkraut. This is Poland. Could be Russia. Germany. I'm going to start Austria. Actually, I'm going to start Austria. Warm. Okay, watch this. Oh, Russia? Vinaigrette. Sort of. Yeah, it's a lot of things, but Russia also. Head out now. Have a good rest of the stream. Thanks, Soup. Thanks for coming by. Hope you have a good one, too. Remember, we're playing GeoGuessr tomorrow, everyone, and we are doing it together. So chat guesses absolutely are going to be needed tomorrow. So we're going to have fun. First GeoGuessr stream. I'm so excited. Okay, milk, shana, sugar, cardamom, saffron, ooh, rose water. Rose water. Nope. And India again. Yep. How do you get to be so good at global cuisine? Honestly, I just like, I like geography a lot. That's why that's why the compass is the second part of my Oshi mark for adventures. I like traveling. I like food. I like geography, and I like social history. So we do a lot of geography stuff going forward. It's just like somehow I've been so busy I didn't get to do any for a month. But we will like be regularly playing things like Food Guesser, GeoGuessr, stuff like that. I just have a lot of fun guessing. I like puzzles like this because it's like history knowledge. You're gonna guess turkey, nice. Well, rice, tomato paste, garlic, peppers. You do learn some tech. So like a good example, if you see olive oil, it's usually Spain, France, Italy, Greece, or Turkey. So that kind of gives you a region. So there's some ingredients where you just know where it's from right off. And I'll explain those as I see them. This though, we have bay leaves, bouillon, powder, green beans, green peas, leeks. It's rice based though. Chicken or beef with maybe smoked fish. So we're maybe on a coast. You have to read the description too. Garlic, ginger. You know, actually, this could be turkey. This could be turkey. No, it's not. Very off. Yeah, I love exploring. So then this might be North Africa. Let me throw out Tunisia. Riz Graz. That is warm. It wants us more west and south. I think we're in Africa. So we have to go more south in Africa. And we were in Tunisia. So this is like a Liberia, maybe? Go Liberia. Ooh. All right, borders Liberia. Can't be too many things. Sierra Leone. Maybe. Sierra Leone. Is it just Sierra Leone? That's a really hard one to get. Ooh, it's not enough. It's not enough. Is it Gambia? Senegal? Let me go Senegal. It's my last guess. Ah, we got lost on that one. There's Burkina Faso. Actually, Togo, Ivory Coast, Benin, Guinea. Oops. Oops. Play again. Love this game. Here we go. Coconut milk. Watch this. Hard call Philippines. Be right. No! Oh, okay. So then we're getting tricked by... Coconut milk tricked me big time. Coconut milk peanuts. I was like, oh, that's Philippines. We have corn. This is... God, I swear to God. Ah! Brazil! My enemy in Food Guesser. It's the Brazil joke every time. Every time. This is my curse, right? It's like my curse is every time I'm off by a lot, it's Brazil and it's South America. South America cuisine is impossible to pin down. I guarantee, like, it is my nemesis on Food Guesser. That's why immediately after failing Philippines, I went directly for Brazil and I got it because that's how it works. Spaghetti. This is ketchup spaghetti with Worcestershire sauce. This has to be Philippines, right? What? I know I'm guessing Philippines a lot, but I thought that the ketchup Worcestershire sauce Philippines spaghetti dish was Filipino. It is only cool, so it's Asian. I guess I go China. And kake spaghetti, I mean, sounds Japanese. Yeah. Filipino spaghetti. I thought that was the ketchup spaghetti. I thought ketchup spaghetti. Sago flour, water, spices. Oh, what is that? I don't know the ingredient, so I'm going Africa. It does use bamboo or wooden utensils. It's Japanese. You're too nice. Yeah, I should have just read the name. Should have just read the name. I assumed that the ketchup meant it was Filipino. I got too locked in on Filipino knowledge. You're right. I should have known that. Hey, Nuno, what's up? And hey, Kaiju, what's going on? Oh, man, what is this? This could be Southeast Asia. This could be like Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines. It could also be Africa. It could also be like, yeah, this could definitely be an Ethiopian thing. Let me throw the guess. No. Okay, I'm going immediate Southeast Asia and... let me go Indonesia. And I haven't guessed any Indonesia. Okay, yeah, there we go. How do I be less in pain after working out? I guess get your protein, get your rest, do some stretching. Be my recommendation. Don't sit still. That's the big one. Aki, saltfish, onions. Wait, I lost this knowledge. Aki is a certain place. I used to know this. I don't now. Beta alanine. Beta alanine helps more for like endurance sports. I don't know if it'll do too much there. What if I don't rest? You should. You should rest. But like, go for a walk rather than sitting completely still. What if I sleep an average of 4 hours a night? Hey, Nuna, do you want to know why you're still in pain? I think I figured it out. I think I figured it out. I think, isn't Aki Norwegian? Let me go Norway here. Ice cold, huh? Canada. Cool, huh? Aki and saltfish. I guess it's US. No, it's only cool. It would be borders. This might be Mexico. Oh my God. Okay, Brazil, cool. Where are we at? Warm Mexico, Brazil, cool. I guess we go Central America. Panama? Jamaica. Yeah, Caribbean islands are really hard. That's hard to figure out unless you see something obvious. This is a 10. The Bank of Korea. It literally says Korea on it. Literally says Korea on it. That's not fair. That's not fair. Yeah, that's not fair. Unbread. Hey, Sclimbo, how do I go for a walk with my PC so I can be productive as I rest? Yeah, just get a brain implant, right? And then just like access the information in the Akashic record while you're resting would be my recommendation. All right, what is this disgusting thing? All right, hold on. We have mint. Mint is in play. Generally, it's Russian when I see mint, but we have olive oil, and olive oil generally means Europe. Artichoke. This could be Greece. Could be Greece, Italy. I'm going Italy. Easy. So easy. I think that's Japan. I'm Summit. Hey, Mint. What's up? Whole garlics are really good. Let me tell you, I would actually eat an entire garlic, like cooked in olive oil every single day, maybe multiple, if I didn't live with other human beings. Like, I don't want to subject people to that, but I would. It's really yummy. Black bean paste, pork, onion, zucchini, cabbage. Zucchini's interesting here. Oyster sauce, optional squid. Okay, hold on. Influenced by a fusion of local and Chinese cuisine. This might be secret South America Chinese link. Zucchini, though. Maybe not. This is hard. This is a really hard one. All right, I always say the name wrong. Bear, there we go. Bibinka bear. Gotta say it a million times. Have a good time at the dietitian. Let me know how it goes. And I'll see you around. Thanks for coming by. Hey, what's up, Fire Rescue guy? This is hard. This could be a secret South American cuisine. Now, the reason I think that is because I've seen there's a significant Chinese population in, I forget what country. It might have been Peru or Venezuela. I forgot which one. There's a significant Chinese population that has their own dishes that are local, and I've seen oyster sauce used there before, and it says fusion of local and Chinese cuisine. I might be crazy. I'm gonna throw a South America first, which is a rare play. I think I'm gonna go Chile. Way off. Okay, so it's normal. If it's normal, zucchini makes things interesting. I don't think that's an Asian crop. But we have oyster sauce too. And we have noodle. Wheat noodles as well. Ooh, what is this? A black bean sauce. And it's a fusion of local and Chinese, so it has to be displaced. What is this? Okay, it's known for street food. So maybe a Chinese-inspired Malaysian street food? It is South Korean. Is the name. Interesting. That's a hard one. Just pink is totally fine. Sounds good. That was a hard one. Honey, walnut, sugar, lemon juice. Okay, so Europe. Probably. Honey, walnuts. I know a lot of nut dishes are from like, not Poland, but like the area, right? Eastern European. Honey, walnut, sugar, optional. Lemon juice. Sweet treat during festive occasions, known for its crunchy texture and nutty flavor. Oh, this one, I don't know, actually. I guess I'll throw out just a Europe. Take a look at like a Romania, see where it goes. That's pretty warm. Okay. We're east-south, though, which means we might actually be down in Iran or something. Let me throw in Iran. Gozinaki, this is Caucasus food. So then we are going to be in maybe like Azerbaijan. Let me throw in Azerbaijan. I'm right, but I'm not right about Azerbaijan. Okay. And that is number what here? The map's not big enough. I need to like look at where Azerbaijan is. Okay, so Azerbaijan's Georgia. Guess we'll go Georgia. The Georgia food. I probably could have figured that out if I thought more. Albania, never mind. I mean, we're in the area. Spaghetti, cheese, bread, butter, tomato sauce, garlic. All right, spaghetti in bread, huh? Seen Japan do that. But I don't think this is Japanese. Comfort food featuring spaghetti and a toasted sandwich, leftover spaghetti. Jaffle iron or sandwich pressed until golden crispy. Yeah, all right. Spaghetti sandwich. I mean, I kind of like... It's not Japanese bread, you're right. I guess I go Italy. I just didn't expect this out of them. It's ice cold. All right. Maybe it's Southeast Asian. That tends to be a thing. And look where it's pointing. I think it might be. I think we have to go try Philippines here again. Jaffle. Cool. But it's southeast. What is a jaffle? I've never heard of that before. Yeah, who has leftover spaghetti? Unless... Nope, ice cold Brazil. Do I have to go US? We lose this one, by the way. I don't know this one. What am I forgetting? Philippines. Oh, wow. Maybe it's like South Africa. Australia. Of course it's Australia. Real hard to get that because of where it is. Yeah, it was Australia. You got it, Kaiju. Kale, pinkle sausage, smoked pork belly, oats, lard, bratwurst. Okay, so we're in Europe. Hearty kale stewed under tender, pinkle. You think Scotland here? I'll trust that. Hot. Guess not. It's hot, but it's not borders. I go Germany. Yeah. It's Grunkel. Grunkel mit Pinkel. Apprentice foodie. Kind of bad job on that one. We did our best though. We did our best though. Yeah, we did pretty good. We did pretty good. Let's get out of here. I think it's time for me to go eat some food. I'm going to call stream here today, guys. Thank you so much for coming by. Stick around for the raid. Tomorrow, we're going to be playing GeoGuessr all around the world. Really excited for it because it's our first time doing GeoGuessr. So come guess there. And I promise we'll have more time between guesses there. I know the guesses were kind of fast on this one, so you didn't have time to type. But we're going to do it as a group effort tomorrow. So looking forward to it. Everyone, let's go get some snack and some protein and find someone to raid. Let me... come back to just chatting for a moment and let's see who is on today. But thank you so much. Very fun stream today. I had a great time. I am very hungry though. My stomach just rumbled big time. Okay, let's see. Yomi's on. We rated Yomi recently. I think Tuesday we rated Yomi. Let's see. Unfortunately, not many of my agency friends mates stream after me, or usually when I stop, so it's kind of hard. Makes a stretch. Let's see. Who can we go into? Who's doing something neat? Who we want to say hi to? Looking around. Ooh, you know, let's go hit up Scab. If no one's ever met Scab before, Scab's a friend of mine. Scab is doing just chatting. I think Scab's playing Scrandle, it looks like. Scab is cool because Scab is a... Oh, maybe not now, but he just started. Scab is a goon VTuber, but not in the way you think. Like, he is a like, villain goon VTuber. So, like, he is the villain's goons. He's a really cool guy. Friend of mine. Let's go say hi to Scab. Scab VT. Everyone be nice, though. Let's be nice, all right? It's Scabbert time, my good buddy. He's a mob hire, yeah. All right, we're going to head over to Scab. Thanks for coming by, and I will see you all tomorrow. Scab's about to get blasted by us coming in, so everyone make sure to say hi and give love to Scab. Good buddy of mine. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming by. I'll see you around. Sclimbo out.